It ain't easy being a beautiful transgender vampire in Zoran Mamdani's New York. Except it is, and I am. Welcome to Stream, folks. We return to the bloody streets of New York City. I don't have too much else to say at the start of one of these other than that, except I'm not going to beat around the bush because frankly that bush has been beaten off a little too much and she's getting kind of greedy with it. So, without much ado to do, I would like to welcome to the stage my dear friends and associates. I fucked up saying the word associates. Oh shit, hey Caprinia, welcome to stream. We just hopped on. Hope Aqua Hideout went well. Anyways, William Castor.
Hello.
My wife, the Mint Moderator.
It's me, I'm the mod.
Lauren, I use all of the pronouns because I took yours, Snailosaur.
We love snails.
We love snails. And I, your local wretch. Welcome, folks. Back to Coteries of New York, the options menu. I am a professional. Mint Mod, could you kill that guy?
Oh, fuck me.
It's like I can't move my mouse off of the, thank you. I can't move my mouse off of the game window. It won't let me. It's gentle doming my mouse onto the one screen. Literally, I can't.
Lord.
I have to tab out if I want to be able to move my cursor away. They can't even see it because it's an invisible cursor.
You simply must play the vampire game. There's no other choice.
I simply must.
There's no escape. You're locked in for the next however many hours.
Chat, I simply must. Anyways, low key, I kind of don't remember what's currently happening. So I may need some helpful reminders. We are the dread vampire XxXBekyXxX.
God.
And this is our fourth night in Mamdani's New York.
One day.
Oh
we
dear.
get there one day.
Once more, darkness falls upon the city. You wake up, same as you have these past few nights, in a windowless room. As you pry open the reinforced steel door, you look out the window to see, invariably, a sky bereft of sunlight, and then it hits you. The hunger. For a moment, you let yourself wonder if there ever will come a night when it's not there. Given what you've learned thus far, you'll probably have as much chance for kickstarting your heart with jumper cables. I will learn how to read as we go through this game. You lock the door behind you and you head over to Sophie's apartment. You did promise to call on her. Might as well not keep the lady waiting. And hey, what else are you gonna do? Get in touch with your boss. He's probably looking for you, if only to scold you for the unattended files piling up on your desk. But what's he gonna do? Call the cops? Ugh, not worth the hassle. You're almost hoping the few coworkers that seem to give a shit about you were faking it. It'd make things easier. A fresh start from the ground up. Just like old times. These thoughts put you in a weird mood. It's a strange sensation to walk the crowded streets. The same as you have so many times before, but feeling so disconnected. All these people. You're not one of them. Not anymore. You're a vampire, kindred, and you need to carve your own path in this strange new existence one way or another. Appropriately enough, you arrive at Sophie's building just as the thought crosses your mind. A quick word with the security guard, and you are let into the elevator. Apparently, Miss Langley is expecting you. Of course she is. You knock and wait patiently as the footsteps on the other side grow closer. Finally, the door opens and Gregory, Sophie's driver, invites you in. You find the lady herself standing by the window, silhouetted against the city's midnight glow. She stares out, motionless, like a marble statue. Am I interrupting something? She doesn't react immediately, but seems to snap out of some meditative state and looks at you with strange, bleary eyes.
Yes. Yes, you are. That's all right. I've been meaning to ask you something.
I'm assuming she was mid-auspexin.
When you look out at the city, when you see the lights, hear the hum, smell the rain on the pavement, what do you think about?
A sip of my coffee with Kit Kat flavored creamer. You gaze out. The lights and rain, the relentless honking below, music blasting from a nearby window echoing off buildings. Somebody should record an hour of this and throw it up on YouTube as an ambient piece. Other than that, though, it's business as usual. The sights, the sounds, the smells, you know them all too well. Sophie watches you, but you can tell she's disappointed somehow. But she covers it up with a courteous smile.
Well, not everyone can appreciate the intricacies that the world offers. In fact, among kindred, my clan is somewhat notorious for finding innate meaning even in the mundane.
Truly the Toreador, your most annoying friend's favorite clan.
You see, the blood that flows within me is that of Clan Toreador.
Your most annoying friend's favorite clan.
There are 13 such bloodlines among us kindred, though that number has been contested in the past, and these nights, it seems that nothing is certain anymore. The clans have gone by many epithets over the years, but the names used these nights have their roots in medieval times, the original Inquisition, if you could believe it. They used these to categorize us, describe our inherent differences. In time, we adopted them ourselves. Each clan has a uniqueness about it, inescapable, originating from an ancient progenitor, carried from sire to child. For the Toreador, the gift lies in a sensitivity of sorts. We are uniquely attuned to beauty and ugliness both. We could see either where most cannot. A blessing on most nights, occasionally a curse.
Turning down the game because it's really loud.
The sheriff is of my clan as well, although you'd be hard-pressed to see him as such. Poor Kadir. It breaks my heart to see him in this state. Still, there is a beauty to it as well. Nothing like a good fall from grace.
Try as she might to act playful, you can tell she genuinely cares. She lets her gaze wander off for a brief moment, but is quick to regain her composure.
Then there are the Ventru, known for their pride and a proclivity to rule over others. The prince represents that clan, as is common in our society around the globe. Where the Blue Bloods think themselves rulers, the Bruja like to see themselves as preeminent revolutionaries. They call for universal rebellion, while being slaves to their own temper. We don't discuss the rabble much anymore, not after they've largely broken off from the Camarilla. To think they were philosophers once, long ago.
The Bruja really are your most annoying friend's favorite clan. Like I joke about the Toreador, I fucking can't stand the Bruja.
I hope to tell you more about some of the other bloodlines tonight.
Do you know what my clan is?
No. I could only guess it, based on certain aspects of your behavior and tastes. You will need to come up to your own conclusion and seek validation from your clanmates, if you require such a thing. As you will no doubt learn, some kindred fit these stereotypes more than others. The blood is hard to deny, though there are certainly those who try. But that is perhaps a subject for another time. I invited you here for a reason. There's something I want to speak to you about. It is customary in our society, especially among younger kindred, to organize into coteries. Sometimes these are called by the prince themselves, or mandated by a fledgling sire. In our case, you may treat it as more of a strong recommendation. I want you to seek out companions, not only because you need to learn more about our society, but also because it's useful. True friendships are rare among kindred, but having allies, even temporary ones, is something of a necessity these nights. We might be selfish creatures, but we are drawn to each other nonetheless.
So tell me, are you part of a coterie? Any close allies?
I do have those that I trust enough to work with, yes. Not a coterie exactly, though I have joined several of those over the years. Not in over a century, though. You, however, you would do well to meet some of the city's younger kindred and see if you could find a connection. It's an essential experience for one so young.
She puts on a mysterious smile.
I spent some of my precious time last night asking around, pondering potential kindred for you to meet. Came up with a short list of contacts. I hope you'll appreciate the gesture. Forging a partnership with them might offer perspectives and viewpoints that I cannot provide, lenses through which to view our kind. They are all members of the Camarilla, of course, more or less.
Wait, you choosing friends for me now? Is this like what, a playdate thing? Wife? Mitmod?
I'm gonna be honest, everything went robot-y for a second. I saw it drop to 1 bar, and now I'm back.
Welcome back.
Don't try to get clever with me, darling. Think of it as a gift. One you could put to good use or squander entirely. Either way, you're welcome.
I think she's in robot mode again.
I see it's eating my voice.
Oh. Oh, hi, Scampy. I can't tell. So the thing is, we occasionally hear you, Mitmod. I'm not sure why it's having issues right now.
And she's gone.
And she's gone. No, my beautiful wife.
Am I back?
Yes. Out of curiosity.
heard?
Wonder creature of the night.
Yes.
Awesome. I don't know why it decided to do that.
Also, Scampy, you're
Okay.
wondering why it looks so incredibly gay. It's because there's a beautiful redhead with glowing eyes and a lit cigarette. Like, come on. Give it the program.
So, let us start with the Tremere. They are a powerful clan, disliked by many, but feared and respected by many more. They have been an important pillar of the Camarilla since the very beginning. They are blood sorcerers.
We hate the fucking wizards. I hate the fucking wizards. Blood sorcerers. You flash back to one of those nights when your ex would stay up late playing video games. Not a pleasant connotation. Sophie snickers.
Oh, child. Be caught with that look on your face when you meet a warlock in person. They really are adept at using vitae, their own as well as others, to unique and potent effects.
I think the pronunciation is closer to vitae.
Vitae? Vitae?
You've got so many. Oh, I think she's getting eaten again. When she comes back, I have to ask
Jesus
her.
Christ.
I'm wondering if she's on her desktop or on her laptop, because I thought we fixed the connection issues with her desktop. Sweetie, can you hear me?
Am I gonna have to come upstairs?
Well, I was going to say, are you on the laptop or the desktop?
I'm on the laptop.
on
I'm
the-
smart enough to know not to use my computer.
Well, evidently, maybe you should be. I don't know why it keeps dipping.
Am I gonna have to come upstairs?
I mean, we might like off camera, but like.
Yeah, if you're willing to swing the arm over to me, I could sit off camera.
Okay, you just need to bring up like a chair from downstairs or stand or sit on the floor. Like, the thing is, you're working right now. I would just say, like, if we have this issue again, pivot to the desktop, see if we're still having the issue.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You can't control it.
Okay. Since they are quite rigid in their hierarchy, the kindred I had in mind for you might need some persuading. His name is Agathon.
So, Will, who are we giving Agathon to?
Wonderful question.
I'm thinking Lauren, just because Lauren hasn't had a super big character in a minute.
I'm
We
the
can-
prince. But
You are the prince.
You are.
We can give you Agathon.
okay. Good old Tremere.
I will add you to the list.
I see it being edited now.
From what I hear, he is quite the scholar. Very ambitious. The child of a noted Tremere here in New York. Oh, motherfucker. I know how to say his name, but I will always forget it.
Oh, Will, we know how to we know how to read that name. Lauren,
Fuck.
what was the
Oh,
name of our
God.
dear friend from New Orleans?
Aisling.
I miss her every day. I miss our not Banu Hakim, Bahari.
Yeah.
Or Bahari Giovanni.
It's
Our
Aisling?
Tremere.
Aisling?
Aisling. One of the two.
Okay. Aisling Sturbridge. Spend enough time with Agathon, and I'm sure you'll run into her sooner or later.
So by getting to know this Agathon, I can get closer to someone higher up the ladder.
Yes, though not immediately, I would imagine. Aisling finds herself in a somewhat precarious position, both in the city and in her clan. Every move she makes is heavily scrutinized, thus she has learned to tread lightly. Anyway, if you wish to contact the young Tremere, I hear you can usually find him in a New Age bookstore out on Broadway. The Tremere have one of their workshops there. Gregory will give you the details. Now, this next recommendation comes with a bit of a caveat. As you recall me saying, most bloodlines have unique features that might not be obvious at first glance. Well, there is one clan whose members wear their curse on their sleeve. The Nosferatu.
The way she said it, you're pretty sure it should mean something to you. Other than sounding foreign, it doesn't ring any bells.
No wonder they make their havens and sewers, abandoned buildings and such. Their appearance is hideous, and obviously unnatural.
Hideous and unnatural queen.
Had they walked Had they walked the streets like other kindred, the kind would have learned of our existence long ago.
Did she just shudder? It's hard to tell with her usual complexion, but you could swear her skin suddenly took on an even more sickly color.
The one I have in mind isn't as big an eyesore as the worst of them, but he is no Adonis either. Still, he has some talents and connections that you might find useful. His name is D'Angelo, and he has an office, for lack of a better term, in the otherwise abandoned grain terminal in Red Hook, right next to one of those Swedish stores. The name escapes me. The one with the awful furniture.
A Swedish furniture store? You mean an IKEA?
Yes, that's it. My mind struggles to retain things that are aesthetically displeasing. D'Angelo does odd jobs for Kadir. Digging up dirt, locating kindred who would prefer to remain hidden. The kind of work the Nosferatu are best at. He's on a case right now. Something to do with kind murders, I think. After your initial brush with our dear sheriff, I think it would be wise to show some goodwill towards his agenda. Assisting D'Angelo with his investigation might be just the thing.
She takes a brief pause to look out the window again.
Now come the two more exotic proposals.
Exotic? As if the blood mage and the vampire detective were business as usual.
You may have heard about the Gangrel before. They are a wild clan, in touch with their beast in a way others might not dare to attempt. They mostly keep out of big cities, but there are exceptions. Nominally, they haven't been a part of the Camarilla for over 2 decades, but the one kindred I would like you to meet has strong, shall we say, familial ties to the sect. Her name is Tamika. Her sire, Jezebel, was instrumental during the Battle of New York back in 1999, the very same battle that cemented the city as a Camarilla domain. Sadly, her achievements have gone largely unrecognized. Tamika and a number of her siblings still reside in the domain they were awarded after the battle, Prospect Park. Jezebel herself left the city some years ago, fed up with being underappreciated.
I got the impression that contacting vampires who aren't in the Camarilla was frowned upon. But you're saying these gangrel aren't a part of aren't part of the sect anymore. How does that work?
It's not as clear-cut. The gangrel as a whole have sworn off the Camarilla, but individual kindred of that clan can still hold our deals. Jezebel was one of them, before she became jaded. Besides, their domain in Prospect Park has been upheld by Prince Panhard for all these years, has it not? We consider them members of the sect, and they have, for the most part, kept to themselves. Perhaps it will take a young kindred such as yourself to make them realize where their loyalties lie. So you see, seeking out Tamika could prove quite educational, if nothing else. And who knows, perhaps you'll find her temperament to be a welcome change of pace. But speaking of a change of pace, I have one last suggestion for you. Though it's one I don't make lightly. The kindred who calls herself Hope. She's a Malkavian. They are a uniquely cursed clan. For centuries, we called them mad, insane, unhinged, but those of us who spend enough time with them come to understand the truth. It is no sickness, but a unique perception of the world that has them appear to us as unstable. And that perception can prove to be very valuable. Having a Malkavian as your companion might be taxing on the nerves and a true test of patience at times, but their insight and intuition are unrivaled among kindred. As for Hope specifically, she is said to be a recluse, but I have it on good authority that she can currently be found in an internet cafe. I believe it's called in Lower Manhattan. Gregory has the address.
I see she's a bit of a, oh god, what's the word? Is antiquated the flaw?
Oh.
The can't use modern stuff?
Yeah. An internet cafe. Really? How quaint.
I really wouldn't know.
So now that I understand that we're getting a bunch of NPC options all at the same time, by the way, how about actually, once we finish this scene, we can divvy them up amongst ourselves. Pick roles from a hat.
Sounds good.
Because, with permission, I would like the opportunity to use a voice other than this one for a few minutes. So
Certainly.
Ooh, yes.
But, since you brought it up, be aware the Camarilla is highly critical of using the internet to communicate. The Second Inquisition made sure of that. Exercise caution when at her haven.
we have so many beautiful dictionary definitions to read when we're done with this night.
Yeah.
Yippee! Well, I believe that's all of them. I still have a few social calls to make tonight, so I'll leave you to it. Use tonight and tomorrow night to arrange some cordial visits of your own. I will send Gregory for you as soon as I have further need of your services. Oh, that reminds me. You will need a car. Join us downstairs, won't you?
She smiles once more and turns to her driver. He helps her put on her coat, and the three of you leave Sophie's apartment. Sophie points to one of the cars near the building as Gregory hands you the keys. It's a rather inconspicuous compact car, a decent-looking, if not luxurious, ride.
Oh boy. It's amazing how consistently the second I see it, I start smiling and I can't say a single other word.
At the beginning of last stream, we said we would just call her Becky, and then we spent the whole stream insisting that you had to say the X's.
Yeah, no, we decided that the X's weren't silent. It's the fact that it comes after something so serious as "stay safe."
Literally.
I know. Don't giggle. Stay safe, XxX, Becky XxX. This is your first night alone. Don't let it be your last.
As the drive away, you find yourself with more freedom than you've had in the past few nights. A blessing or a burden, only time will tell. With a list of addresses in your hand, you'll consider your next move.
Okay. I have some things to say at this point.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Because this is the point at which we need to talk about the main actual mechanic of this game, which is picking what you're doing every night.
Mm-hmm.
Every night from this point forward in the game, you get to do two things. I think this night is the exception because meeting with Sophie counts as one thing. So you'll get to meet with one of these people this night. However, each night of the game going forward, you'll get to do two things. These 4 NPCs, the Coterie members, will appear every night for you to continue their quest lines, but sometimes other stuff will pop up, little just like side things or like stuff that Sophie asks you to do. There is not enough time in this game is time bounded, and there is not enough time for you to actually do everything in a single playthrough of this game.
That makes sense.
So
We're doing a Night in the Woods.
yes.
Yeah.
So I can tell you, having done it myself, there is exactly enough time to do all 4 of these characters' personal quest lines, is if you skip literally everything else. But I'll leave it up to you whether or not you want to actually go about doing that.
So, I assume girl with the freaky neck tattoo is Hope.
That's Hope.
Yeah, which means the only other she, her on this list is Tamika's down there. One of these, so it's D'Angelo and... I'm guessing you're
D'Angelo's got the hat on.
I was gonna say, I'm guessing you're D'Angelo because that's the look of a freaky wizard, and D'Angelo wasn't a freaky wizard.
I think if you click on one of these icons, it'll pull up like a description before you.
Got it. So I will say, I'm now. We have a lady gangrel, and Lauren, I understand if you wanna break type if you wanna break type a little bit.
I want her.
Okay, well, we all want
writing you
her,
in.
but yeah.
We miss you, Amari. We miss you, Amari.
It's specifically like, again, Lauren and I have history. Our vampires hate fucked. It was awesome.
And now they just love each other.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Now they're just loving on each other.
I kind of want to be the freaky wizard, but also I could do some what you buying shit. But he doesn't really look like a what you buying stranger kind of Nosferatu.
I have a very personal love for D'Angelo.
Would you
be real?
Would you like to, D'Angelo is the Nos, right?
Yes.
Would you like to be D'Angelo?
I would like to snag D'Angelo if you'll allow me.
In that case, wife, you finally get Malkavian practice.
Oh my god.
You can channel starving artists.
My favorites.
All right.
Oh, and and let me tell you, no spoil. Best Malkavian.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Oh no, the pressure.
And then do we want to, April? Do we want to steal Agathon away from Lauren? Because we very briefly said.
Yeah. I'm gonna do Agathon because I didn't realize that we were about to get a bunch of options. So I'm like, okay, if we're getting one person next, let's just make it Lauren because he hasn't had a moment to do a character in a sec, but I now see we have choices, and I can just select
So many
Tamika.
choices.
I do think we'll start with Tamika, and then we'll do D'Angelo, and then if we have time, just to kind of try to keep things varied.
Yeah, so each one of their personal quest lines is like 4 distinct parts. So like over the course of several nights, you'll do like 4 quests for them, and then that completes their thing.
Sounds good. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, there she. Oh, spooky. Miley Cyrus.
Oh no.
Oh, I see it now.
Nice, nice.
White woman. Oh, God. Why does she get so scary?
Just looking at you, bro. Eyes
Self-
of the beast.
Looking at you with them eyes.
Sophie mentioned the gangrel neonate by the name of Tamika, who's made herself a haven in Prospect Park. The Ferals aren't exactly a social bunch, even by kindred standards, but you can keep her from clawing your eyes out just long enough. But if you can keep her from clawing your eyes out for just long enough, she might be persuaded to join you. You make your way through the Grand Army Plaza, passing the Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Arc. You can't help but feel a ting of nostalgia as you picture the place you've been in countless times in broad daylight, teeming with life. You quickly get over
Sorry,
it.
ting.
I can't read words.
Ting of
That
nostalgia.
was good recovery. Good recovery.
You quickly get over it and pass through the northwest gate into Prospect Park. The park is an unusual maze of unkempt foliage and dimly lit alleys. Silence hangs in the air, as it would at this time of night, and there doesn't appear to be any sign of a kindred presence. You start to suspect Langley's sources fed her a bunch of bullshit, but you're not willing to give up just yet. As you ponder your options, you hear footsteps coming from behind a line of trees. Quick, but evenly paced. Most likely a late-night jogger. No vampire would take kindly to you feeding in their domain, but then again, perhaps you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. No, we literally don't even have the red in the corner of our vision.
I'm not even hungry.
I'm not even hungry.
You're so good.
You make your way through the park, just casually enough to draw the attention of anyone who might be watching. Suddenly, you hear a faint noise, the rustling of leaves coming from a nearby ditch. You stand motionless, listening intently. In a split second, the air by the side of your head swirls like a vortex. Driven by sheer instinct, you lean back You lean back just as a 5-finger razor. Finger-shaped razors cut through the darkness, missing your face by an inch. A clawed shadow jumps back a few paces, preparing to correct its mistake. You catch a glimpse of the assailant. Looks pretty animalistic, all right, but he's not the one you're looking for. For starters, it is a he. Just as he's about to lunge at you, a snarl resounds from the bushes nearby, stopping your foe in their tracks. Out of the shadows emerges a young woman, baring her teeth ever so slightly. She walks over, calmly, her eyes fixed on your assailant. Her presence is enough to make him reconsider attacking you, but not to withdraw completely. He glances over to her, puffing up his chest. Here, Will, you can be this
Wants to
guy.
be the male gangrel. Oh, I'll be this guy, sure. Stay out of it, Tam. I smelled her first.
Damn, how about that? She raises an eyebrow, but remains silent. Her compatriot turns back to you.
You shouldn't have come here, girlie. I'm gonna fuck you up so bad you'll be wearing your tongue as a fucking necktie.
Tamika looks at you, expectantly. Easy there, big shot. You made your point, okay? Confirmed badass. I'm not looking for a fight. Alright, Tamika tilts her head in a way that's barely noticeable, and yet strangely expressive. She seems disappointed. The man loosens up, his lips twisting into a wry smile. Clearly you just gave him the confidence boost he needed.
Figures. You know what you look like? A stuck-up bitch. All high and mighty in a boardroom, but out in the wild, You're just a scared little girl. Well, guess what? You ain't getting off that easy, chicken shit.
A fierce growl echoes across the alley, stopping the savage in his tracks. Tamika walks over to her comrade, her fangs glistening in the dim lamplight. She puts her hand on the side of his head, caressing his hair and tugging at his ear as if she was scolding a puppy. She leans over and speaks in a voice that's firm yet oddly affectionate.
It's okay, Raul. I'll handle it from here.
The male gangrel looks at her with a mix of timidity and resentment. Then he turns back towards you. Fine, I'm not with the effort anyways.
Oh, fine. They're not worth the effort anyway.
Having said his piece, Raul retreats into the shadows. Although, if you were to guess, he's likely to stay within earshot. With a companion gone, Tamika turns to you once more.
What do you want?
Straight to the point, I like that. Straight to the point, huh? I like that.
I don't care what you like. Now quit stalling. You have something to say. Say it.
I come with an offer. I'm willing to offer you my services, such as they are. All I would hope for in return is a fruitful, long-lasting relationship.
At least buy me dinner first. So, you want to help me with something? Because you want to be my friend? That about right?
Yeah, when you put it that way, it does sound corny, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
She puts on the veneer of skepticism, but you can tell she's intrigued.
Corny is not bad, though. I think I'm okay with corny. What I'm not okay with is putting my ass on the line and getting stabbed in the back for my trouble. So, why exactly should I trust anything you say?
I don't expect you to. Not yet, anyway.
Good, because my trust is earned, not given.
Then let me earn it. A few nights at a time, that's all I ask. For a brief moment, she stands there, motionless, looking straight into your eyes as if trying to seize you up. Finally, she looks away. Looks like she's come to a decision.
Just so that we're clear, I don't trust you. I have no reason to. Frankly, you sound more lost than I am. Still, there's something about you. You look like you should reek of bullshit, but somehow you don't. So, I give you a chance to prove yourself. I have some outstanding business to take care of. I'll let you know once that's done. Meet me here and we'll see what you're really made of.
And with that, Tamika disappears into the night. That went pretty well, all things considered.
Ow.
So I assume we can't...
So you will not be able to pick anything else. Your only option now is to
You need to
rest. So
No,
can
Will.
do,
My only option is to read the fucking dictionary, baby! Let's go!
hell yeah.
All right. Me, Will, Ileana, Lauren, in that order.
Okay.
Okay.
Clan. A bloodline of vampires who share common characteristics passed on through the blood from sire to child. There are 13 known clans, all of which were reportedly founded by members of the third generation.
Clan Toreador. Many Toreador emerge from the ranks of accomplished artists, both new and faded. But not all artists need wield a brush. To the Toreador, art encompasses all forms of entertainment and stimulation. The Clan of the Rose courts the greatest actors, singers, writers, dancers, and even sex workers, if the degenerates believe such mortals will offer something new to their clan. Despite the custom of embracing only the best, the Toreador fixation on beauty and innocence has caused many a diva to make a fledgling in haste. Many a moonlit night, new clan members have emerged as shallow hedonists, one-hit wonders, or just a stunning body with nothing else to offer. Nicknames: divas, harlots, sensates, perverts, hedonists, degenerates.
Pervates.
Oh, I like them.
I like pervits. Bloodline. A vampire's heritage. See also clan.
Well, here it is. Thank you very much for
I see it.
Thank you very much for the follow, Terminally Jinx. Hope you're enjoying the stream. That's right, folks. We are one follower away. That's right, one follower away from 300 followers. You could be the lucky 300th follower of the Mayflower 429 Twitch channel. You get nothing. That's right, $0, 0 recommendations, and no pussy for being my 300th follower. Act now while supplies still last.
God damn. We gotta fix the meter on the screen.
I don't know why it never tracks properly.
Clan Ventrue. While many other clans claim positions of influence in mortal politics and business, no one can rival the Ventrue in the game of pure power and wealth. They have long been the leaders of the Camarilla, holding more positions of power than any other clan, and they are loath to give that up. The Ventrue believe in the strength of tradition and lineage. The embrace is one of their most important rituals, and the choice of child affects the way other members of the clan treat the sire. The Ventrue therefore aim to embrace overachievers, politically or financially powerful kind, or those with a talent that sets them apart from the masses. They maintain that they are destined to rule all kindred, no matter the sacrifices involved. Their detractors call them little lords, bourgeois, and tyrants. Those who respect Ventrue for keeping the Camarilla together use terms like blue bloods, patricians, or warlords.
Do you mean bourgeois?
Hey, there's no you
No,
there.
Borgia.
No,
Oh,
it's
no, that is
Borgia,
Borgia.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Borgias.
Okay, no,
Like,
yeah,
the
you're totally right.
Italians.
Yeah,
Oh,
my mistake.
yeah, I knew that.
Oh my lord. It's nice to know something.
You
for
get
once that
to
no one
read your
else
least
Hell
favorite
yeah.
one.
Clan Bruja have always embraced from the ranks of those sympathetic to counterculture and revolution. They seek out allies who question normative ideas and recognize the fire of the oppressed. They gravitate towards the underdog. Common perception places punks, gang members, maladjusted immigrants rejected by the society that should protect them, and placard-carrying and Molotov-wielding rioters amongst the Bruja. While the above is sometimes true, the clan adheres to no single ideology, and their desire for dissent reaches as deep as the fraudster ripping off his own company, the lawyer representing the poor pro bono, the neo-Nazi claiming to be alt-right, and the basement dweller downloading thousands of movies illegally for redistribution on streaming sites. Fledglings embrace to fight and protest are commonly referred to as rebels, punks, or rabble.
Oh boy, here I go.
Will's having so much fun right now. We gave him big paragraphs for enrichment.
It's awesome.
Indeed. Clan Tremere. A hermetic mage in 8th century Romania, Tremere was the leader of a cabal of magic users, rightfully feared for their obsession with knowledge and power. Unwilling to accept his own mortality, Tremere cast his eyes on the hallowed secret of immortality. In his greed, the mage instigated the most terrifying magical experiments ever conducted, damning himself and his followers to a hell of their own making. Terrified, they died and woke again to an eternity of unlife and hunger, cut off from their craft. In a mockery of their former magical rituals, now only fresh blood allows the Tremere to cast their thaumaturgic spells to twist reality. The clan is still organized like an initiatory occult order, recently fractured into a number of competing houses, each claiming to be the rightful heir of Tremere's legacy. They see true power as knowing the ways of shaping the world, having access to the right blood, and owning the rarest of ancient artifacts. They're usually referred to as warlocks, hermetics, or transgressors.
Vitae, archaic term for the blood of a vampire.
Do you want
They are
clan
being
knowledge?
so nice to me after Sophie.
Okay, you don't want to... Got
Yes,
it.
yes. Okay. Can I swap and do Gangrel?
Sure. The clan Nosferatu. The clan of the hidden.
You
are
must
known
bounce on it.
You must bounce and spin on it crazy style. Ho ho ho!
What?
The clan of the hidden are known under many names. Hives, lepers, sewer rats, carnies, scabs, orlocks, but few of them sound pleasant. For the Nosferatu, the embrace is a journey through abjection as the blood of the horror gradually deforms the struggling tissues of the human body into grotesque abominations. Weeks of pain result in deformities similar to terrible birth defects, cancer growths, crippling injuries, and leper-like sores. Those who endure it find themselves as monstrous echoes of Maruna's silver screen Murnau's silver
Murnau.
silver screen vision. But perhaps pain and humiliation teaches compassion. The Nosferatu, as they jokingly call themselves, are the most humane of the kindred, wearing their curse on the outside rather than the inside. To blend in, some call on the blood to wear the borrowed faces of their victims or disappear from sight, while others rely on prosthetics and heavy makeup. Yeah, no, the Toreador say they're the most human clan, the Brujah say they're the most human clan, but in reality, it's the Nosferatu. We love the Nos.
The
I love
Nosses
the
know
Nos.
what's
I
up.
love the Nos.
And best clan with no delusions of being human, Clan Gangrel.
Instead,
Our
I'm a
outcasts,
doggy. Woo-woo!
wander- rogues, furries, and hunters. They make havens in the poorest parts of the
It's
city
true.
and feel no shame for doing so. They claim few domains as their own but defer to no prince. If a feral enters a city, the prince will either accept it or have to fight the feral to get them to back down. Gangrel embrace from the ranks of survivors and fighters, leaders of prison crews and gangs, explorers, urban and otherwise, and any kind who sees the world as something to traverse instead of something to hide from. They care not for looks or title, but for accomplishment and reputation. They are commonly referred to as wolves, feral, and outcasts, or, in a more derogatory manner, as animals, strays, and savages.
Shitposting aside, Gangrel are also probably like top 3 Camarilla clans in my opinion.
Yes. Okay. Clan Malkavian. Psychologists would diagnose the children of Malkav with schizophrenia, depression, obsessive-compulsive disorder, or post-traumatic stress disorder. Sometimes all at once. In reality, Clan of the Moon are all of these things and none. Like the wise madmen of poetry, their derangement stems from seeing too much of the world at once, from understanding too deeply and feeling emotions that are too strong to bear. They self-medicate with blood, but that is just a temporary solution. All Malkavians suffer mental illness following the embrace, sometimes accentuating an existing condition, other times adding a new dimension to their instability. As if their thoughts and actions were based on otherworldly logic, there seems to be no knowing when their condition will manifest destructively, or when it will offer important perspectives where such were previously lacking. They are referred to as oracles, jesters, and visionaries, or, in a more insulting manner, as madmen, liabilities, or lunatics.
Okay, can we get a single line paragraph for Ileana again?
Hey, pretty good. The Second Inquisition, often abbreviated. Fuck, that was rough. Often abbreviated as SI, a collective name among vampires for the recent coordinated efforts of intelligence agencies to combat the kindred as if they were a terrorist threat. Few individual agents understand what they are fighting, and the intra-agency collaboration codenamed First Light places enormous import on keeping their operation secret and disguised as ordinary anti-terrorist action.
We take a nap. You notice something strange by the front door of your haven. A letter's been slipped under the door in a cream-colored old-fashioned envelope. There's no name on it, but you know it's meant for you. Opening the letter, it's clear that it's been sent by someone incredibly old-fashioned, rich, or a fan of classic stationery. No normal person sends letters like this. The note is short and terse, written in elegant, delicate handwriting. You are cordially invited to a rendezvous at the Cathedral of St. John Divine. I'll be waiting to make your acquaintance tomorrow night. Look for me closer to God. There is no other information. It looks like you have a mysterious invitation for the following night. Well then.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? Who the fuck?
Faith and Myth Part 1.
Ooh.
If you want to learn about true faith,
True faith.
Ooh, we're doing True Faith?
that's the quest line to go through. Your call, though.
Well, Will, you haven't had anyone to voice yet.
Yay!
Gumshoe in the dark.
Yippee.
A recent string of violent killings has the Red Hook district of Brooklyn on edge. Sophie mentioned that Kadir al-Azmai has a secret associate investigating the murders, a Nosferatu neonate by the name of D'Angelo. If you help him out, he might be persuaded to form a lasting partnership. As you make your way down Clinton Street, the incessant hum of traffic gives way to the ominous silence of the waterfront. You stop to take in the familiar bouquet of the Hudson, made all the more potent by your recently sharpened senses. Across the basin, the Red Hook grain terminal rears its rusty frame, once a bustling industrial area, now a sleeping giant splayed flat out on the riverbank. Forgotten. Abandoned. Conveniently so, especially for one of the hidden. Keeping to the shadows, you sneak closer to the dilapidated complex, making your way past the hole-ridden silos and wobbly chain-like fences. By the time you reach the entrance to the main building, you can almost feel the rust particles making themselves cozy at the back of your throat. Not getting your hopes up, you give the door a slight nudge, and to your surprise, it gives almost instantly. Looks like someone's been using it recently. Once inside, you find yourself in a large empty hall. Looking around, you can almost picture it and back in its heyday, stacked up to the rafters with heavy machinery. You notice a set of stairs leading up to a mezzanine, I think?
Mezzanine.
Most likely an office space, and then you see it, a faint light coming from one of the upper rooms. Looks like you're in luck. Quietly, with bated breath, you climb the steps and approach the dimly lit room. The door creaks open, revealing what looks like an old-timey detective's office, complete with crooked window blinds, an overflowing ashtray, and paper scattered across a wooden desk. Suddenly it hits you, that nagging feeling. This is all too convenient, too inviting, but you can't react. The trap is already sprung. A plume of cigar smoke wafts over your shoulder, the barrel of a gun rubs against your spine, and the raspy voice whispers in your ear.
Let me guess. Took a wrong turn at the third silo?
You decide to play along, raising your arms slowly. You weigh your next words carefully. You're pretty sure a bullet to the back wouldn't kill you, but it doesn't sound too pleasant either. You mean this isn't Bloodsuckers Anonymous? A noise rattles behind your head, like someone shook a can full of gravel. It might have been a chuckle, but your guess is as good as anyone's.
Wise guy, huh? Lucky for you, I have a soft spot for wise guys. So I'll give you a chance to explain yourself.
In a strange interplay of light and shadow, the stranger reappears behind his desk. Seeing him in his full lack of a better word, glory, you can't help but smirk. This is the dreaded Nosferatu? The way Sophie described them, you were expecting some grotesque monstrosity, but this guy, the clothes, the swagger, the hard-boiled detective routine, it all comes across as a bad joke. Still, when it comes to appearance, his lineage is undeniable. From 30 feet away, he could probably pass for a bum with a nasty skin condition. From 5 feet away, he looks like something made to be seen from 30 feet away. He leans back in his chair, casually pointing his gun at you.
So, what brings you to my humble office?
Love his hat. Are you the one they called D'Angelo?
That's my name, kid. Don't wear it out. My friends call me Jin, so you better stick to D'Angelo for the time being. Now, I suggest you tell me what this is about. Otherwise, I kindly ask you to get the fuck out of my office.
Charming. I can see why Kadir keeps you around. His expression sours.
Not a name you want to casually toss around, kid. But hey, I get it. You're not some random schmuck who wandered in here off the street. So, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Who I work for is less important. What I'm working on, however,
The Red Hook Murders. I know. I want to help you catch the killer. His moldy lips twist into a smile.
do you now?
D'Angelo lowers his shades. For a few seconds, he sits motionless with his eyes fixed on yours. Suddenly, he raises his gun, almost making you flinch. Almost. Then he twirls it into his shoulder holster in a flashy display that definitely looks like it was practiced. A lot. Probably in front of a mirror. You see the Nosferatu's lips move, but the quiet mumbling clearly isn't meant for your ears. Listening in, you're able to catch snippets of his monologue.
Sure, they seemed to care. What was the end game? What was their angle? Everybody's got one, even if they pretend like they don't. Especially then. What the hell? Maybe this town finally got to me.
He pauses, sticks a fresh cigar between his crooked teeth.
Maybe a good leap of faith is just what the doctor ordered.
As he reaches into his pocket, you flash a lit lighter before his eyes. Or maybe you could use a healthy dose of unhealthy. For a split second, he gives you a puzzled look. Then he leans over for your lighter, puffing on his cig as it catches fire. A wry smile comes back to his lips.
I like you, kid. You might look like a used car salesman, but there's just something about you. Tell you what. I was just about to head back to the crime scene, take a look around, refresh my notes. You can tag along if you want. I could use an assistant. Someone to take notes and make wild assumptions for me to shoot down. Who knows? If you're any good, I might consider making this a long-term arrangement.
Well, then what are we waiting for?
Just one more thing. You still got me at a disadvantage here. Seems like you've done some digging on me, but with you, I barely scratched the surface. You catch my drift? So answer me this. Who was it sent you to my neck of the woods? Or, in layman's terms, who do you work for?
Sophie Langley. For the first time since you got here, the Nosferatu adopts a look of genuine surprise. His eyes wander for a moment, finally giving way to a crooked smile.
So you're the one, huh? The fledgling the Toreador dame spared. Yeah, that would make sense. Don't think she'd appreciate you throwing her name around. Thanks for being up front, kid.
One blink is enough for you to miss D'Angelo vanishing from his chair. Just when you're about to look around, he reappears right next to you. Up close, his smile is even more unnerving.
All right. Moonlight's burning. Let's get cracking.
With a certain fascination, you watch D'Angelo stumble his way across West Brooklyn. Oddly animated, incessantly scratching his face and neck, stopping every once in a while for about a mumbling narration, he is most certainly a sight to behold. Still, he seems to be getting around okay, and you take particular note of the fact that he seems to be choosing the darker, less frequented streets. There's definitely a method to his madness. Eventually, your leprous guide takes a sudden turn off Van Brunt Street and into a particularly dingy alleyway. The torn pieces of yellow police tape are a dead giveaway. This has to be the place.
Well, here we are. Time for you to earn your stripes. This is where they found him. Drained dry. Not a drop of blood in him. And before you ask, no, I didn't get to see the body, so I don't know if there were any bite marks. So, what can you tell me?
You take a moment to examine the crime scene. Judging by the chalk outline on the pavement, the man was killed recently. Curiously, there doesn't appear to be a trace of blood or viscera, and you know the city's cleanup crew isn't that fast or that thorough. Looking up, you notice a spray-painted sign on the wall that reads, "The Blood Speaks," in big, crooked letters. You looked at D'Angelo. The Nosferatu gives you an expecting look. You point at the spray-painted sign. That looks like a clue.
Sure, kid. Might as well start with the elephant in the room. What do you think it means?
You give the sign a good hard look. It's no Rembrandt. The writing is jagged, clearly done in a hurry. Nothing. It's meant to throw us off.
Nah. I can see why you'd think that. But look at how crooked the letters are, barely legible. You can't fake something like that. Someone was very nervous. Very scared. It definitely meant something to them. And then there's the blood, or lack thereof. And given that the murder was committed right here and the victim didn't make a sound, we can therefore conclude that...
There's a part of me that kind of wants to take the swing.
Do you want to make Becky stupid? Yeah.
Do you? I mean, well, first, her name is XxXBekyXxX.
My
I
bad.
love it.
Bingo! Only a kindred could drain a human this quickly, this quietly. Tell me, if you were to guess, which clan would you say our killer belongs to?
Maybe it's a Malkavian serial killer? They're pretty nuts, right?
Nah, kid. The Moonies can be a bit playful, but there's a method to their madness. It leaves a certain aftertaste. This right here, it just reeks of desperation. I might be jumping to the conclusions, but my money's on the Thin Bloods.
He pauses, spits out the mangled remains of a cigar.
Shit. Looks like we're gonna have to pay Larson a visit.
Larson, the Thin Blood Primogen?
No, Larson the bicycle repairman. Of course the Thin Blood fucking Primogen. Not sure if he knows who the killer is, but he could probably make an educated guess. In any case, we'd be doing him a favor. If it turns out one of his is violating the masquerade, it would put him in a hell of an awkward position. And I mean shitting upside down awkward. It's the kind of weakness the other Primogen would love to exploit. His position in the council is bad as it is.
He pauses for a moment and mumbles to himself, but it's too quiet for you to make out. Finally, he lights up a fresh cigar, takes a puff, and lets the smoke escape through his crooked smile. We only know one kind of smile in this household, and baby, it certainly ain't flush with the wall.
It's crooked, baby. Alright, kid. Let's get this over with.
Compared to the industrial ugliness of Red Hook, Sterling Place is quite a change of scenery. The heavily gentrified and pleasantly dull residential area emanates that sort of peaceful apathy that rich hipsters scoff at and blue-collar workers dream of. All of a sudden, the Nosferatu stops. It almost seems like he was taking a deep breath, steeling himself for things to come.
This is the place.
With that, he points you to a surprisingly nice looking two-story house. The place is almost completely dark. Almost. You notice a dim light shining through the curtains of an upper story window. It's probably safe to assume that with the head of the family working late, especially if the head of the family happens to be a vampire.
Okay, kid. We gotta be gentle about this. I'm talking velvet gloves, soft cushions. You rang, my lord, gentle. Woo, excuse me, I sneezed. We need to get Larson out here without making a fuss or letting his family see us. If we blow this... Excuse me.
Stay tight.
Ah! We need to get Larson out here without making a fuss or letting his family see us. If we blow this, he'll shut down like a speakeasy on raid night. Trust me, I know.
Sounds like you do have some history.
Sounds about right, but that's a story for another time. Right now, let's stick to why we're here. Tell you what, how about you take the lead on this one? I'm curious to see how you handle it.
You take a step back and look around the area. The lit up window seems like a safe bet. Now it's just a matter of getting Lawson's attention. His, and no one else's. Excuse me. As you're trying to come up with a viable strategy, you are suddenly startled by a loud noise. It takes you a second to identify the sound as a dog barking. It doesn't take you long to figure out where it came from as a bearded man leading a Rottweiler on a leash comes into view. Throw a small rock at the window. Honestly? Do I make Becky stupid? I'm sorry.
You're in control, boss.
I just like
Sorry,
ring the door.
I think you meant to say XxXBekyXxX.
Sorry,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Do we make
Oh,
XxX
true?
Becky
Who's Becky?
XxX stupid?
Just
You
kill
know,
this guy and his dog.
You kneel down and pick a rock off the lawn. One small enough to not break glass, but big enough to get someone's attention. Deftly, you chuck the rock at the window. It bounces off the glass with a quiet but audible thunk. Moments pass in silence, making you think that no one got your message. Just as you start to look for another rock, you hear the window slide open. A very unassuming and slightly unshaven man in a turtleneck appears at the window. As soon as he notices you, his expression sours like he just smelled something rotten. He addresses your Nosferatu partner in what could only be described as a very loud and very angry whisper.
Get the fuck off my lawn, D'Angelo. You know goddamn better than to show your ugly mug around here.
You glance over to D'Angelo. He looks somewhat embarrassed, scratching the back of his head, clearly trying to find the right angle to play this. We wouldn't have bothered you if it wasn't important.
XxXBekyXxX. Stay where you are.
You wait out in the front lawn, listening to Lawson quietly making his way downstairs. Before long, he appears on the porch, locking the front door behind him. He motions at you to follow him off to the side of the house. There, he turns towards you.
What do you want?
It's about the Red Hook murders. We think one of yours is responsible.
Bullshit. A dustbone's got enough trouble just staying alive out here. What could possibly make them openly violate the masquerade?
Desperation. The killer's been leaving messages. Whoever they are, I think they know something. Something they can't share with just anyone. I know it seems far-fetched, but it's the only way this puzzle fits together.
Nah, I don't buy it. You're reaching. Trying to find a scapegoat. Getting your boss's good graces. Word gets around, D'Angelo. You think I don't know who you're working for?
Then help us clear your people's name. What have you got to lose?
Everything. I've been a thorn in the council's side for a while now. This is just the excuse they need to get rid of me.
Well, if it turns out one of yours did it and you sat on your hands to protect them, you think the council won't jump on that?
He looks off into the darkness, pondering his options. He lets out a heavy sigh.
Look, I'll ask around, consult my sources. If it turns out one of my own is responsible, they will face justice. In the meantime, keep your deductions to yourself. I have enough trouble as it is.
Deal.
Good. Now if you excuse me, I have to get back to my family.
And with that, Lawson retreats to the elusive safety of his home. You decide it's best to get moving along, or best to move along. You walk a couple blocks in utter silence. Even D'Angelo's mumbling seems to have taken the back seat. Oddly enough, you find his newfound reticence somewhat unnerving. Finally, the Nosferatu stops and turns towards you.
Hell of a night. I don't know about you, kid, but I sure could use a drink. Something warm, in a tall, sweaty glass. But first, let me tally your score. Let's see now. You did make a good first impression. I like someone who can talk themselves out of a tight spot. Talking's cheap. Bullets, not so much. You held your own at the crime scene, nothing I hadn't figured out on my own, but hey, we can't all be professionals. Finally. When the situation called for subtlety, you managed to avoid unwanted attention. Discretion is what separates a private dick from just any old dick. All in all, you did fine. Not fine, but not bad for your first case. Don't let it get to your head. I'll be in touch. Let you know if I hear from Larson. Be ready to meet me at the office.
He starts to walk away, but suddenly stops and turns back towards you.
And bring a notepad. Every good assistant should have one.
Something about it sounded like you started drifting away from your mic towards the end of that line.
gonna
And
say.
it added a lot to
I did.
it. Oh, you did?
Ooh.
Brilliant directing
God.
choice. So the thing is,
I'm sorry, I'm an actor.
Ah!
so I'm torn because does faith and myth go away if we don't do this right now?
Ooh, good question. Let me check.
Decisions.
Desurgens and turgeons.
You think Sophie is evil?
Hmm?
She might be. I don't trust her. She's too nice.
You don't trust who?
Sophie.
Sophie.
Oh,
Sophia.
Langley.
They're all evil.
Well, are people talking on the side and I haven't noticed? Oh, you're just
They
asking
got
a
that
question.
worm in them.
I don't know why. There was something about the way that you phrased it made it sound like you were responding to someone.
Oh.
You're good. Well, yeah, I
Just
mean, at
talking
the
to
end
the
of the day,
ghosts.
at the end of the day, she's a beautiful Toreador woman, and I can't trust Toreador as far as I can throw them. And let me tell you, I can't throw people.
What about
Oh.
a really small, tiny, like embryo-sized person?
Mm-hmm. But she's been good to us so far, so there's no reason not to return that respect. At least in my opinion. But also, I'm weak to powerful women, so...
I was gonna say, you're so heavily biased. Buddy!
Look!
It's over.
Can you put that out on me?
Fallen,
Jackie,
captured by the feminine wiles and charms once again.
Mm-hmm. My favorite game,
You
Legend
get-
of Zelda, Feminine Wilds.
Feminine
You
wiles.
get-
Fucking hell.
So I'll tell you what's up with this quest line, Faith and Myth or whatever.
Mhm.
You get, I think you get a couple of chances to meet with this guy. But he's also, no, but I don't want to spoil his whole vibe. He is
'Cause,
he is a fun character.
I was gonna say, because it's like, I can't jump at literally everything that makes itself, like, you know, enters my field of view. But I'm kind of curious, you know?
Yeah. I think I say go for it if you're curious about it.
Yeah. And then I think our next
It's-
night,
it's-
assuming
It's
we get...
it's XxXBekyXxX's playthrough and what she would be interested in.
Exactly.
True.
Maybe she went to
That's
Catholic school.
She didn't. You haven't been to a church since you became a vampire, or kindred as the euphemism goes, and you've had to focus on concrete, practical things like survival and feeding. You've learned the essentials of the vampire existence, but you don't really have a clear idea of what it all means. The Cathedral of St. John the Divine is a New York landmark. You've been inside once before when you were much younger. You marvel at its Gothic facade and inexplicable red light bulbs. Looking at it now from across the street, it feels, ominous. The prospect of an anonymous invitation to a secret meeting is a worrying one, but when the venue is well chosen, it's hard to imagine a violent attack in a place like this with eyes everywhere. You enter the cathedral discreetly. You quickly learn this is an essential skill for a vampire, how to move without anyone noticing you. The full force of the cathedral's architecture hits you as you walk between the pews. If the architect meant to create the feeling of being small in the face of God's glory, mission accomplished. Based on the note, you're assuming that whoever you're meeting is somewhere in the front. As you step closer to the high altar, it feels as if something is dragging at your feet, as if the stone beneath you resisted your movement. It's been a long time since you prayed. You wonder whether God listens to creatures like you. Fatalistically, you take a step, then another. You're not sure if your God is present in this cathedral, but perhaps it doesn't matter. What you feel is real enough. There's an old man sitting in the front. You see only the back of his head, bowed down in silent prayer. Your footsteps echo on the floor, and he turns to look at you. You can't take your eyes off him. He's tall, dignified. White hair balding, a few strands escaping to the sides. He's wearing glasses and simple simple clerical clothing. His eyes are warm and pale, too kind for someone like you. Something is wrong. You feel heavy, as if a giant hand was pressing you down. The skin on your face is burning. Perhaps unconsciously, you expected something like this. As a vampire walking into a cathedral, only it's not the building or God making you feel like you're burning alive. It's the man, the priest.
Who'd like to be the priest?
Oh. Oh.
Oh dear. Do you want to be the old man?
We drawn straws, or I have
Whatever
a particularly
works.
good old man voice.
I mean, he doesn't need
I
to
vote
be.
Minty. I think the comedic value is too high.
Mm-hmm. If you could go for a bit voice, you could make him orange.
Orange.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Look, just
We are
read
in
that
New York.
just read that first line in orange voice so they can understand what I mean.
Oh. How do I squeak my voice for that? Can't laugh too hard. My child. We're not doing that.
I don't know. Chat, are we doing that? Friends in the call
No,
with me
we're
right
not.
now, are we doing that voice?
Here, I can take something seriously for once. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Welcome, my child.
The priest's
Boy.
tone is kind, but the rising panic
That's all
inside
I've
is
got,
telling you
okay?
that But the rising panic inside is telling you that kindness is not for the likes of you.
You
only
know
way
what
to-
you're getting, April? You're getting Isabeau minus all the fun.
The only way to
I've taken all of
understand-
Isabeau's whimsy.
These painful feelings is to push forward and confront the priest. As you step closer to the priest, the panic rises inside of you. The emotions are hard to control. Fear, anger, pain, all trying to wrestle you in different directions. Away.
Can I help you? Are you okay?
The priest talks to you like you would a lost vagrant who has chosen to enter the house of God. I'm sorry, Father. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Do you wish to pray?
It's simply too much. You mutter something incoherent in reply. You don't sound like a vampire, an undead being made powerful by immortal blood. You're just another sad, confused, lost soul. You turn around and stagger away, only feeling like yourself once you're back on the street outside. You stand on the sidewalk, confused and scared. No enemies seem to be attacking you. The priest didn't follow you. The night air is wet with the smells of the city, and the same as every night. So who's gonna be this insufferable hipster?
Oh. I mean, I can be if you want.
Don't let me take it.
Or, April, would you like to be the insufferable hipster?
I mean, I was saving myself for the wizard. Yeah, no, one of you two do it.
Lauren, you up for it?
Sure. How did it feel?
You look at the man speaking to you. He's well dressed, if a little archaic. Dark-haired, handsome, like a character from an old movie. He smiles as if he knows something you don't. You glance around. There are people on the street. You don't appear to be in immediate danger. Who the fuck are you?
Please, calm down. I'm not your enemy. Let me introduce myself. My name is Benoit Segal. We share many things in common, even if you don't know me.
Well, hold on a moment. Now I kind of want to do a Benoit Blanc kind of thing. Let me introduce myself.
More of a Benoit.
Benoit
Blanc
cigar.
kind
Let
of
me-
situation.
Benoit cigar.
I'll tell you.
Benoit Balls. We share many things in common, even if you don't
no
know
idea what
me.
you're saying.
I tell you what, this guy actually is originally from France, so definitely not.
Yeah.
Okay, Lauren, I'm sorry, I'm stealing him back.
Wonderful.
Let me introduce myself.
Damn.
My name is Benoit Segal. We share many things in common, even if you don't know me. Benoit
Hell
offers his
yeah.
hand to you. Benoit's handshake is firm and dry. He looks at you intently, as if trying to find something in your eyes. Would you mind sitting with me for a moment? Benoit points to a park bench nearby. In darkness, because of a broken streetlight. Oh, a park bench near... No, I read that right. In darkness, because of a broken streetlight. Where you decide to follow him. Only an enemy, totally unconcerned with the masquerade, would attack you here. Benoit sits down and you follow suit. For a moment, you both contemplate the cathedral in silence. You know, it feels when you just, what you've just felt. I've experienced it myself many times. For a moment, you consider how to respond. It's clear Benoit sent the invitation to come here and orchestrated this little setup. Did you just try to get me fucking killed? No, it is possible you could die, but it requires an immense force of will to remain in their presence. I knew you didn't have it in you. I wanted you to meet Father Anthony, or see him, experience him. Do you wonder why it felt like that? Is it some kind of supernatural power? No, not at all. I don't think so. It is his face that makes you feel like that. He is safe in his belief, while you are one of the damned. Do you ever wonder what's the role of a vampire in God's creation? You stop to think. Of course you've wondered what this is all about. Whether it's about God and nature, you don't really know what being a vampire means. That's the trouble with the masquerade. A human faced with a human problem can go online and find something that helps. You can't. Masquerade means that everything there is to know about your condition is secret, hidden away. You're left relying on the unreliable opinions of people like Benoit. Suddenly, Benoit takes your hand and presses it against his chest. As he stares into your eyes, you feel his heart stop. My heart no longer beats, yet I move. I talk. Is that how God intended us to be? No, he didn't. I know he didn't. This is wrong. Yes, I agree. The question is, can there be salvation for the likes of us? Sometimes I'm skeptical too. But in Father Anthony's presence, I know that faith is real. I know it because it hurts so much. But perhaps you have questions about faith and our kind. How do you know any of these stories are true? I don't. How could I know? That is what faith is. You have to believe something. Good and evil, right and wrong, love and hate. I believe we are damned. I also believe that there is always hope. Grace. Father Anthony's faith shows me the way. It's so easy for us to lose ourselves in the morass of occult speculations. Some of our kind revere Cain, others Lilith. Many in the Camarilla place their faith in the invisible guidance of the Methuselahs who are supposed to watch over us. Yet I wonder how much that really matters when compared to the character of a good man. This is a lot to take in, all these myths. I don't know what to believe. I know it's overwhelming. It was for me when I first met Father Anthony. I know there are others like him, whose faith shines like a beacon. Priests, old ladies, children, anyone can have that conviction inside them. Before we talk anymore, I have to pray for guidance. I don't know what to think and I need help. Benoit nods patiently. Let's meet again in a few nights, here at the cathedral. We can talk more after you've sorted through. You leave Benoit sitting in the shadow of the cathedral, contemplating what lies within. It would be easier to ignore his words without the reality of what you've experienced. Father Anthony was holy. You know it to be true, but what does that mean? Yeah, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah.
Dictionary! Sorry, what were you all saying?
No, you're good.
Just hyping you up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hyping up the French, hyping up the over-exaggerated French. Hell
I
yeah.
like to lean into it a little hard. It's been a long time since I've gotten to...
Little- Just very, yes, you just really need to lean into it at times.
Exactly. Lineage.
I mean, he literally had a cigarette in his mouth.
It's true.
And the
He
scarf.
He was
I was gonna say, and the scarf.
A hat.
something of a
The hat.
bag. Hold on. Boop, boop. A vampire's bloodline. The kindred sire, sire, etc. An archaic term. Fucking... I'm so mad that Will gets my guys. You don't deserve them, William. You don't deserve them.
And you know
not
what? They're all
Damn.
scum and they should be wiped from existence.
You get cane now, Will.
Damn.
Will, you get cane now.
No, let me read the let me read the thin
Nope,
blood.
you get cane now.
The damn.
No. No.
Damn.
Okay.
Sam has so much sadness in his heart.
I like to read. Cain. A mythical figure considered to be the first and most powerful vampire. Some vampires refer to themselves as Cainites, members of the race of Cain.
Mintmod, would you like to do
Said
the
with
thin...
with the most amount of contempt I've ever heard.
I was going to say I didn't know Will.
Cain.
I didn't know Will was a follower of Lilith. Mintmod, would you like the Thin Bloods paragraph or Methuselah?
Just give me whatever. I will live.
No.
Oh, she loves me. Fuck you, Lauren. You get the big one.
Oh my god.
Methuselah. A vampire who has existed for a millennium or more. An elder who no longer participates in kindred society. Methuselahs are rumored to hail from the 4th and 5th generations.
And Lauren.
You know, my throat is starting to hurt. Is there anyone that wants to sub in for this large paragraph?
I could. Oh, I could.
I did so much at the
Oh,
beginning, I
hold
couldn't
on.
possibly.
Wait, hold on a second. I just need to check something really quickly. One second.
Am I about to get
He's not here now. Read,
someone
Lauren.
died. All right, Thin Bloods. God, fucking power hungry streamer over here. Vampires of blood so diluted they retain many human traits. The Thin Bloods are invariably clanless. Survivors of the last decades of pogroms, prejudice, and ostracization, their numbers now swell. Their messy street alchemy and ability to pass as human makes them uniquely suited to thrive outside kindred society and make their own fate in the postmodern nights. The thin-blooded can be of any mortal origin and are not affected by their parents' clan curse nor by their preferences in the same degree as their sire. In 2009, the Inner Circle of the Camarilla issued an edict that all thin-blooded must be branded or tattooed with the Mark of the Crescent Moon. Inked by a Tremere tattoo artist or scorched with a beam of sunlight, the brand is irreversible. Many kindred still view the thin blood as a threat to the masquerade, weaklings, runoffs, abortions, and will destroy them if given the chance. Those who don't despise thin bloods tend to call them the young ones, chameleons, or duskborns.
Oh, what's that? I think I hear.
Now free him.
I think I hear the return. I think I hear someone gallantly making his way downtown, walking fast, blade in hand, and he's deathbound. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, and he'll kill you. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, and he hates me.
Damn.
Talon's going to super jail.
And they're a sign of the end times.
I'm sorry, I don't have patience for your superstitions.
Wow.
Look, you can thump your book and nod all you want. It doesn't make you any less of a heretic.
And you will know these signs.
You will know these signs!
Oh
And
my
you will
god.
know these times by the time of thin blood.
Time of thin blood.
Oh,
Not long after you wake up tonight, Gregory knocks on the door of your apartment. I don't think we've established a Gregory.
Oh,
he has a
fuck.
face?
Gregory.
Who wants to be Gregory? Shit. Greg.
I'm Sophie, so someone else has to be.
I have to create a new category for ghouls.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean,
He's a handsome dude. God damn.
I doubt Gregory has too much time. Well, no, because I stole Benoit from Lauren. So, Lauren, do you want to be Gregory, or should I take him?
Sure. He's handsome. He's handsome, man.
I was gonna
Hey,
say.
I came to pick you up. Miss Langley wants to see you.
Oh, why is he kind of about it?
He is a Toreador's ghoul.
To be fair, he does have like dick sucking lips.
He's mogging.
And like that gentle. Oh my god, he is mogging. Is he mewing?
Is he mewing?
Gregory, are you mewing at me right now?
If you want me to.
Those 2 nights were nice. I had freedom, initiative. Good while it lasted, I guess. He smiles apologetically.
Don't shoot the messenger. The car is waiting. Shall we?
You wrestle with the same thought as a few nights ago. Maybe you should just leave. Disappear. Let Sophie find somebody else to employ. But then you remember the Anarch thug being cut down by Kadir and how close you were to the same fate. Not even a week ago. And it might still happen if you step out of line. You follow suit. As with your previous visit here, Sophie seems not entirely present when you enter. Her eyes are locked onto one of the paintings in the room. You're pretty sure it was here earlier, but she's behaving as if she's seeing it for the first time in her life, entirely entranced. Gregory clears his throat. Sophie turns to the both of you, a bit of irritation in her countenance that soon gives way to a pleasant, warm smile. We love the word countenance in this house. Can we get a countenance
Hey,
count?
that's the first of the night.
I believe that's 4th countenance.
You're here. Excellent. Thank you, Gregory.
The driver leaves and she turns her attention to you.
I hope you had a good few nights and made some new acquaintances. But I have to say, I'm happy to see you, XxXBekyXxX. Thank you for coming.
The change in mood of the room is so sudden and startling, it makes you consider the true power of vampiric charisma. Rationally, you know you are being manipulated, but you don't really care. Her eyes, her motions, her entire body language all feel 100% genuine in expressing legitimate interest in you and your well-being.
I have a request for you this night. I need you to find somebody for me and make a delivery.
She points at the statue at the side of the room. You notice a plain-looking flash drive lying on the edge where the inanimate archer's bow touches the pedestal.
The man you'll be looking for calls himself Kaiser. He has eyes and ears all over New York, and it's rare for something to happen here without his knowledge. I'll need you to take this flash drive and bring it to him. In exchange, he will give you an address, which I need to know as soon as possible.
You're about to ask what's on the drive, but Sophie proves to be one step ahead of you.
Oh, don't worry about the contents. They are encrypted, a precaution for if the data falls into the wrong hands. But it won't. Correct?
She gives you a smile that, just a handful of nights ago, would make you feel like melting.
Oh, and XxXBekyXxX. Kaiser is a Nosferatu. That twisted, deformed lineage of kindred. He is old, and his age has made him even more paranoid than others of his clan tend to be. He holds many havens and changes them often. From what I've gathered, he or one of his servants should be found in a park on Coney Island tonight. You'll have to identify them, Somehow. I'm told Kaiser has spent many of his nights these past few years being driven around the city in a black limo. Maybe keep an eye out for it.
That smile again, but much shorter. Anything more you can tell me about Kaiser?
He's been here a long time. About as long as I have. He got into a lot of trouble for exchanging information with both the Anarchs and the Camarilla in the past, but ultimately got off scot-free. Kaiser's web of information proved to be strong enough to shield him from the consequences of playing both sides. Some say that's the best proof of his abilities. In any case, be careful when talking to him. He's very particular about everyone's etiquette except for his own. Good night, and good luck.
She flashes one last smile at you and turns back to the painting. Clearly done with the conversation. You pocket the flash drive and head out towards Coney Island. By the way, Lauren, I just want you to know that for a half second I did truly believe that you were suffering from a sore throat and that I might need to provide you with accommodations. You deceitful bitch.
I'm an actor.
You're an actor. I'm an actor. Takes you the better part of an hour to reach the lights and sounds of the Coney Island amusement park from the city. The drive is almost pleasant this time of night. Thank God for Belt Parkway. There are plenty of people here tonight, but nobody who stands out as a traveling purveyor of secrets. Then again, if they did stand out, it would be kind of pointless, right? Nothing to do but figure out the right approach. There are plenty of nooks and crannies to investigate around here, but if Kaiser frequents this area, there has to be some kind of clue to grab onto, right? You spend a good hour snooping around, eyes peeled for the black limo Sophie mentioned, or any sign that a Nosferatu or any vampire has their haven around these parts. Zilch. Annoyed, you turn back towards the lights of the amusement park, only to find a man standing in your way, wearing an oversized jacket. He had the air of a junkie or dealer about him. Who knows what he's got in those pockets? Fucking guy.
Does this guy even have a name? I don't remember. I'm just gonna write stranger on the.
Yeah.
Kind, I think. Not applicable. Not applicable. Not applicable. Kind of parentheses, I think.
His eyes ain't glowing, so he's definitely kind.
That's true, yeah.
Like, he doesn't got the reflective shit.
Doesn't have yellow eyes like a cat's eyes. Well, you can be this guy.
His acne scars might suggest that he's a Nos ghoul, but that's not.
That's funny.
Do ghouls take on aspects of
a little bit?
Whoever ghouls them?
A smidgen. You get some of the powers.
Oh.
You lost.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. What's it to you?
What kind of answer is that? You a spook? Fed?
He looks at you intently, like he's trying to guess your real purpose here.
Get out of here before I kick your ass.
Chill, I'm just looking for a guy. Drives around in a black limo, stops here sometimes. Ring any bells?
No idea what you're yapping about.
He's a terrible liar, clearly full of shit. Am I hungry?
I think you're gonna be.
Well, why does that... Because that's specifically like the... Or...
Messy crit.
Oh yeah, that is a messy crit. Give me a phone and go for a swim in the bay. It's a hunch. You give the simple order and the man can do little to resist. He produces his phone. It's a fancy model and doesn't look like anything readily available on the market. Hands it to you, turns away and starts walking. The phone's locked, but a recent smudge on the screen gives you a rough idea of what the combination might be. You get it right on the second try. There's just one number in the phone book, unlabeled. You dial it and hear someone pick up. The voice is like a rusty pitchfork scraping against gravel. Here, you know
Who wants
what?
to be Kaiser?
Oh, I think, if I may. So the thing is Kaiser actually German, or...
Not from anything I've seen. I think
Got
he
it.
just like purposefully chose that name to fuck with people.
Jackie, you're messing up my snuff session here. It better be something big.
Hi, I have something for you from Sophie Langley. Gotta come pick it up? Silence. Not even a sound. The call ends. You try calling again, but the number's blocked. Nothing to do but wait and see if he shows up. Not 15 minutes pass before a black limo stops near where you're waiting. One door opens an invitation. The inside of the limo used to be a luxury lounge, the kind with a stripper pole and a bar full of alcohol, but it currently has none of that. Instead, there are monitors and consoles. There are dozens of displays, each one showing something different. Surveillance camera footage, stock market quotes, television news, emails, tweets, silent movies, lo-fi footage of gory torture sessions. You wonder if the limo's owner can focus on anything while surrounded by all the visual noise and then realize there's nobody there. Or is there? ADHD Nosferatu Queen. A man blinks into existence on the leather-covered couch, attempting to maintain something that approximates a regal presence. You're 100% sure it's Kaiser. Surrounded by dimly lit computer screens, his features are even more ghastly than you imagined. All sharp angles of twisted bone, mangled flesh, and crooked teeth. He bears them in an awful parody of a smile. Suddenly, somebody grabs you from behind, twists your arms, and pushes your head against the car's roof.
I got him, boss. I have him.
The Nosferatu chuckles.
Oh, congratulations, dickweed. Couldn't have done that before you gave away the fucking phone. Just let him go already.
But
You gotta make me repeat myself, you thick motherfucker.
He lets go. You take a look at him, the man's confused and soaking wet. He flashes you an angry stare, but obeys his boss's orders to the letter.
What are you waiting? What? Are you waiting for a formal invitation? Get in the car. You have some talking to do.
The door is closed behind you.
So, Langley, huh? I'm guessing you've got something for me then.
You reluctantly pull the flash drive from your pocket and slowly pass it to Kaiser. He plugs it into a USB port on the arm of his chair and displays the data on one of the screens that happens to be turned away from you. It takes him about a minute to access the data.
Who do you people think I am? I saw this footage a week.
I've lost the voice. No!
Who do you?
Oh dear.
Who do you people?
Wow, that
Hey,
was
Black
deeper
Doom.
than I thought.
Welcome back, Black Doom.
Who do you people think I am? I saw this footage a week ago!
Spectacular.
Fuck it, we're Black Doom now. He removes the flash drive and throws it back at you in disgust.
Tell Sophie the deal's off. She wants her address. She can give me something else.
Awesome.
Oh no, those are blocked out.
Well, they're not blocked out.
Oh no, because they would be grayed out if they were blocked out.
Yeah, no, I think it's because I'm getting hungry. I can do it, but it's messy. Because, like, this one's in white, but it's, like, the messy critical thing, so...
That's a regular crit.
Interesting. Who does this guy think he is? You're not a pushover. You're not intimidated by this asshole's MO. You will get what you came here for. You better reconsider. I brought you what you wanted. You have something you owe us. Don't be stupid. He gives you a patronizing look.
Firstly, I don't owe anybody anything. Second, you should watch your tongue, 'cause I'm this close to ripping it out and using it to wipe my ass. You want your address, you're going to have to work for it. And now that you've pissed me off, you're going to have to work extra hard. I'll send somebody to contact you. I know where you sleep. Nice place. Heard good things about the security there. I wonder if they're true.
He gives you the ugliest, nastiest smile you've ever seen. Makes him look like an anthropomorphic piranha.
Get the fuck out of here before I change my mind and make you into a snack, fledgling.
You're pretty sure you're done here. You get out, close the door behind you, and the car immediately starts backing up. The opaque window slides past you, and soon the limo is on its way. Kaiser's lackeys nowhere to be seen, so you make your way to the car and drive back, wondering what the Nosferatu broker has in store for you. The hunger calls to you. The city's skyscrapers, the seemingly never-ending sprawl of the boroughs. It's all a prison. You need to get out. You need to take back control over your life this instant. The memory of your sire's frosty blue eyes mocks you, tempts you to show your dominance, to prove you have the guts to take what you want. Beating, that's just the thing. Coaxing, no. Ordering a mortal to bend to your will. Drinking deep from their lifeblood. Faces pass you by. Well, some look more ravishing than others, any would do right now. You compose yourself. Rational minds, fearing a blatant breach of the masquerade's temporary hold over the beast and its convulsions. Calming yourself is a small victory in and of itself. This semblance of command will have to do for now, but it won't last. You need to quench this hunger before it overtakes you and makes you lose control. Well.
Can we take a quick break?
Yeah, no, I need to pee.
Go piss girl?
Yeah, Lauren and my wife distract the peons.
The peons.
Okay.
Yippee! Well, now that I know bit voices
Vampires.
are on the table, I've been so focused on I can't do bit voices. The only work I do for this channel is I voice funny things in Deltarune, and all I have are bit voices.
Dude.
And they're all
It's
squeaky.
a spectrum, you know?
I've got
A
one
spectrum
thing,
of
and it's
bit to voice.
go squeak.
Go
Bit to
squeak.
voice.
Who would be some good, who's got the Malkavian on lock right now? You?
I
I
do.
feel like Squeak. Yeah. No, I think that'll be good. If
Well,
we get to that one.
it's not gonna be the one orange read of the priest. We're gonna find out if this is Wispy Malkavian or if it's Harley Quinn Malkavian. I'm very
Oh my
scared to
goodness.
find out which.
I think that,
My Harley
we
is very
have.
out
There's
of
something else
practice.
that it looks like they can do this night. I've been really enjoying this. That was a great switch up, although it's I don't know, it's less daddy now, Kaiser, and more like I
Hey, it
don't know,
still does it for
monster
me.
beyond my
Are
comprehension.
you're not into Black Doom?
I'm unfamiliar.
Shadow the Hedgehog's dad?
Oh my god. I haven't consulted the ancient texts.
The ancient tome! I love you, Space Dad.
Oh my god. Where's the prince, bro? She needs to take control of her domain. There's all kinds of fucking
real.
bullshit going on.
I'm like, there's too much going on here, bud.
What's happening? I wonder what other side, like it is fun that there's like a true faith thing. Like I feel like this has done a good job of introducing vampire lore to people. I will say, where are the vampires?
learned-
I mean the
I've learned
werewolves,
things.
bro. I'm a lupine lover.
We're probably
What
gonna
can
get
I
at least
say?
one. I'm
There
betting
has
we'll
to
get
be.
at least one in a park. There's so many parks in New York.
Has there been a park scene yet?
Shadow.
I can't recall.
My baby
What?
hurt.
Oh, hi. Hi, Black Doom.
My baby hurt.
I also have to say there was like some arch and it reminded me of Lumberman's Arch from Vancouver where the werewolves there like to hang out. All World
That's
of
true.
Darkness settings are the same and I love them for it.
Look, you get all your bones for your setting.
So
Then you just change the bones a little.
I've been wanting to talk to the wizard, but I've had too much dialogue
wizard.
recently. So let's get our
it's-
introduction to Hope.
I'm still
Ooh.
waiting for Will.
It's
Oh.
my turn in the piss receptacle.
In the piss place? The spiritual home of piss? The urine realm? The tinkle zone? That most wretched home. Look, I'm just making noises, chat. How
What
we
am I gonna
doing?
do for this character?
I mean, you could go for the obvious.
Well, see, that's why I was saying to Lauren, I'm like, the Malks are two different voices in my head, and that is Little Tiny Wispy, or it's Harley Quinn, and we're gonna find out who it is.
I mean, I'm already kind of channeling I can't really call her Harley Quinn, but, you know, I'm doing something of that sorts. We could use some
Yeah, but
Wispy.
you're steady, Harley. You're not. You want to rev up your Harley, Jay? You gotta get a little crazy.
Well, that's because I literally cannot do that physically with my mouth and face.
I know.
Real
I
issue.
don't know.
Yeah, it is.
That one's also too loud. I should not do that one. That's so loud.
I can
We'll just turn you down.
Yeah. Turn you
Turn
down
you
like a
off.
bad job interview.
Damn.
Oh, Turtle, I've never done my Harley for you. I don't use it very often. It's not good.
I'm
My
contemplating a
accent
second
work
cup of
is
coffee.
very non-existent.
Mint Mod, do we have coffee in the pot?
Fuck me, let me find out.
What type of mint, you know? Coyote mint? A native Monardella species of plant?
My
In
wife,
California, at
We
least.
have like.
my
I
wife
could
is
start
invasive.
brewing a fresh pot. There's like nothing there.
Yeah, would you
I'm
be willing-
invasive.
Well, yeah, like mint grows everywhere.
Mint is a
Yeah,
quite prolific
you're
grower.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Speak to the Bahari about it, and they'll have something to say.
I don't think the
Something,
Bahari
something
care about
thorns
mint.
of the verdant garden.
I was gonna say, I feel like mint is lacking enough thorns for the Bahari. It's lacking a certain je ne sais pussy.
So fucking true.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder
Though that
how-
being
I
said,
mean,
it is
it
the
doesn't
only
seem like-
herb. It is one of the few herbs that tastes better after you beat it a little. So maybe they do like mint.
Masochistic mint. Now
Mhm.
that's a good username. It's probably already taken by Ileana on those sorts of sites. There is
Did you
such
hear
a
me mutter? Did you hear me mutter like, yeah, that's my Fat Life username?
Masso mint.
I did it, and that makes it so much better.
Like, I don't know if they could hear me from far enough away. I spilled
God.
water all over myself running back. I'm stupid.
Masso mint
Wonderful.
stick.
I've returned.
Wonderful. Back from the dark
Give me
place.
a second.
I have.
Give me a second.
I have Bitlod broke up some more coffee, and then we're gonna do searching for hope.
Coffee?
Hell
Come
yeah. Oh, again, best Malkavian.
Will.
Best Malkavian, even who's the child Malkavian? Is he a prince? No, I think he's just a primogen.
Who was the?
I think
Was it
maybe
a
he's in
child
Chicago.
Malkavian you put in fucking Vancouver?
There
Think-
is. It is
Yes.
Rex.
Rex.
I just was looking at that today.
I love Rex.
Was that an OSC or was that a pre-existing character? For the
That
setting?
was a change of an existing character because the existing character seemed a bit problematic.
Oh.
So I tweaked some things to yeah.
Am I allowed to ask?
Well,
I
he
spilled water
had the
everywhere.
autist background, I believe.
Oh, was it literally called
Yeah.
That's a background?
It is literally called that.
that? God, yeah, because it would have been like a 1990s vampire source book.
Yep, it is.
Shout out to OG VTM.
I think
yeah.
it's revised edition, which
That's-
is like the second edition, I think, is Dark Alliance Vancouver.
We used to be real
But
country.
yeah, so I
This
was like,
is-
you know, instead of doing this, I feel like a child would be more fun and there is no child NPCs in that, so I thought that would be fun and it's quirky.
I wonder, do I still have access to
Speaking
the
of quirky,
to the Shadowrun
coffee's
3rd
brewing.
edition racism roll table?
Oh no!
I miss you, Garl. I miss that
What's
reading by
the
Garl.
racism roll table?
Oh, you don't know about racism points?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Can I find
This
it?
is
Can
the
I
true
find it? Can
world
I
of
find it?
darkness.
Oh wait, that's not the DMs I thought it was. Hold on. 'Cause I don't know if the person, if I remember who specifically sent them to me and if it was in DMs or not. Hold on.
So funny.
Oh, that's who that is.
I remember using some Call of Cthulhu madness table rolls to kind of add some flavor to Malkavian like delusions and what's the word? Messy criticals and bestial failures and just frenzy, because Call of Cthulhu has a lot of great tables just of gamifying mental illness.
You've unlocked a compulsion.
I think I might have resent them in my DMs with Ileana. Hold on.
The ill one.
maybe.
I'm looking up racism in our DMs. Keyword searching.
Compared to the
How many
other old ones,
hits
by
is
the
that
way.
bringing up?
Sorry, I'm gonna go on an H.P. Lovecraft tangent for a
Please.
second. Compared to the other old ones, by the way, Cthulhu is a punk,
Yeah.
Oh?
So I've heard.
punk bitch. What, you
I'm
woke
not-
up from a cave and drove some people insane? Anybody can do that, idiot.
That sounds very interesting.
He's this hot shit little upstart. He ain't nothing.
This Cthulhu is in Call of Cthulhu. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Okay.
If we're gonna power scale our cosmic horrors, you put Cthulhu up against Azathoth. You put Cthulhu up against
Oh.
Yog-Sothoth. You put Cthulhu up against.
Hold on. I know I can pinpoint this. Cause I read it as no, I need to find Shadowrun.
She needs
I
racism.
need it.
Oh, hello. Pick Cruise of my D&D character.
Smallest turtle talking about getting into some Lovecraft mythos.
Smallest Turtle is Will's girlfriend, by the way.
Oh,
Yes. Because let me see. Okay, I've been streaming for 2 years.
She survived the
added.
swim
I don't know if they're present right now, but two people that I just played Magic with yesterday I shared the stream with, and I know they were in the chat at some point. I think it was Jinx, and I think the other person probably already followed. I don't know what I can't recall what their user is, but I'm shilling.
Fuck
Hold
yeah,
on.
we appreciate your contribution.
So, chat, let it be known that the people in the Discord call with me right now aren't going to be able to hear the music you're about to hear right now, but I'm just going to,
Oh god, what is it God Shattering Star again?
Racism. Before a character can interact with an NPC, the Game Master must determine whether or not that NPC has any racial prejudice. To find out, roll 2d6 and subtract 6 from the roll. If the result is a positive number, then the NPC is prejudiced. The higher the number, the more racist the NPC is, in effect creating racism points. For example, a roll of 9 gives a result of 3, meaning the NPC has 3 racism points. Next, determine whether the NPC's biases lie. Roll 1d6 and consult the racism table. A dice roll of 1 results in all except for own race. 2 is humans, 3 is elves, 4 is dwarves, 5 is orcs, and 6 is trolls. If the result is the NPC's own race, ignore that result and continue to roll 1d6 until the 2 racial biases are indicated or the result is all races. Then list the NPC's bias on his or her character record sheet. An NPC with racism 3 against orcs would be listed as racism open brackets orcs closed brackets +3 in the notes section of the record sheet. This information modifies the interaction numbers between a character and an NPC in the following manner. When making a charisma-linked skill test, add any racism points to the NPC harbors against the character's racial type to the target number of the test. The character can offset these points by making a charisma test against a target number, known only to the Game Master, equal to twice the NPC's racism. Each success rolled counteracts 1 point of racism. Successes from this test do not directly help the charisma-linked skill tests. They are used only to offset racism points.
Awesome.
You will always be legendary to me, the sentence, in effect, creating racism points.
I
Holy shit.
love There's something so deeply funny about it because it's like they don't want to take credit for creating racism points.
Racism, the
April,
mechanic.
April, come downstairs and grab your coffee before we get into this shit.
Okay. Thank you all. You can all talk about racism points while I go get my coffee.
Sorry. No, they created the concept of racism points and then wrote themselves
game.
out. But
It's crazy. Wow.
Shadowrun
Holy fuck.
devs, I was not familiar with your game. You were on some
God.
crazy bullshit.
Oh,
Ain't
Shadowrun.
that some
The
shit.
Shadowrun like features are they're not called. Fuck, are they April in Shadowrun? Are they called feats? Like your funny characteristics you can take at the start. I don't remember what they're called, but there's some funny ass things you can take to flavor up your character and get more points or lose points for. I love all the elf posers out there. You make me laugh.
Elf posers.
I love
There's
all the
elves
humans
and
trying to be elves. Yeah, there's humans, elves, trolls, and orcs. Qualities.
I don't know
Yeah.
anything about
Oh, speaking of humans pretending to be elves, Cyberpunk. I'm going to talk about Cyberpunk very
Oh.
briefly. My favorite fun fact about the original Cyberpunk 2020 RPG is that the artist specifically hated furry shit. So Mike Pondsmith wrote it into the lore that people could get biological like augments to give themselves cat ears and shit
Yes!
to force his artist to draw anthros.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's power tripping. That's awesome.
Oh. Fuck, that's awesome. That's great.
and it continues to serve the narrative that I genuinely believe Mike Pondsmith is the funniest motherfucker to ever live.
Yes.
Have any of you two ever heard of Mothership?
Yes,
don't
I haven't
think
played it.
it's- Yeah, I haven't either, but I've heard it fits into sci-fi genre. Wow, our lovely hostie is back.
Well, can I just say how
Coffee-ify?
insane I am about the sentence Shadowrun devs, I was unfamiliar with your game? Because to be fair, I was too at one point in my life. I still kind of am. I don't think you can ever fully familiarize yourself with Shadowrun. It's one of the most needlessly complicated systems in gaming, and I love it dearly.
April, what's the name of the one we did a one shot of that also had that was also not Warhammer?
Not Warhammer.
I'm pretty sure we just did Warhammer.
No. We did. Remember you like tap the hands? I played a doctor
I tapped
link up you like tap your fingers to the other person's hands and you link your comms through that. Oh, it's gonna kill me. I'll find it later. I like the world of that one.
The World of Darkness.
Wait,
No,
was it
we're already there,
based?
baby.
Wait, was it based on that
Sorry, the
tabletop
third-
game that Sean was crazy about, Infinity? I think.
Yes.
When I was playing, what if
it called
Alexandria
Infinity? Yeah, it was
Ocasio-Cortez
Infinity,
was
yeah.
secretly piloting a Senator Armstrong mech suit?
Yes. Yeah. That shit was cool. I liked that one.
Yeah, no.
That one
For
was really fun.
context, it's like a Warhammer style space war game, but like in a slightly more optimistic future. And has a like life path roll-by system for character creation. And one of the things you can get is access to a Bodhisattva unit, which is a second robot body that you split your consciousness between. So the idea was that my character was essentially like a politician on one far side of the aisle who piloted, like, her bodhisattva was essentially like Senator Armstrong on the other side of the politician or the political spectrum.
God.
I think
yeah.
mine was just a tired old doctor lady.
He had a
He
briefcase
was like deeply in debt.
made out of depleted uranium to use as a weapon. Sophie suggested you meet Hope, a reclusive member of the Malkavian clan. She's supposedly holed up in an internet cafe in Lower Manhattan. Also, by the way, I did the thing for racism points to the Wii Shop theme. That's what you guys couldn't hear.
Oh, thanks. Awesome.
Got it.
It's a quiet, moody internet cafe. Half of its space serves as a comfy coffee bar these days, but behind a glass wall, it still has a space dedicated to rows of PCs. From the street, you can notice tired adults in casual clothes typing away absent-mindedly, and some bored kids wasting the late evening hours on colorful online games. If Sophie's intel is to be believed, this is where Hope has set up a haven. One of the waiters is standing outside the building, gazing at the sky with a smartphone in one hand and a vape pen in the other. You approach the man and tell him, "I'm here for professional reasons. My superior appointed me to this place and told me I can meet a person called Hope here. Can you help me out?" He releases a soft chuckle. "Lauren?"
Hello. Professional reasons? Come on.
The man slowly takes a drag from his e-cig, sizing you up and down in silence. After a long, awkward moment, he raises his voice again.
Come, right this way.
He heads back into the cafe and you follow his lead. When you make your way through the space with computers, no one averts their gaze from the spreadsheets, emails, Facebook profiles, or games of Fortnite. It's a common sight, one that you wouldn't have paid much attention to a few weeks ago, but now it seems so unnervingly quaint. Would they still be spending their time like this if they were immortal? The waiter unlocks an unassuming door at the end of the room and lets you inside. You two swiftly make your way through a labyrinth of sterile gray corridors, taking confusing twists and turns. Feels like you're traveling into a different world. Crossing one invisible portal into another. Eventually, you reach your destination. Your guide motions you to enter a dark room with a lone source of pale light. A computer screen in the distance beckons you to come closer. As you do, you hear the doors shutting behind you and hear the doors shutting behind your back and a short chuckle echoing behind it. Is this the place? Nothing else to do but sit in the chair in front of the computer. The monitor displays a modern chat application. A cursor is blinking in the use your nickname entry field in the middle of the screen, obviously expecting you to input your handle. After a brief consideration, you type in...
I mean, your name is...
XxXBekyXxX. Better to play it straight and prove you have nothing to hide as a gesture of goodwill!
Fuck.
We couldn't have known.
We couldn't have known!
God. It's all been coming
it was
up to
so
this.
perfect. It's been building up to this moment, and I haven't said anything.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Turtle, we are at the character limit. There's a reason there's no C in Becky. After a few seconds, the chat window opens and messages start appearing on the screen in quick succession. Oop.
It's Homestuck now.
I was gonna say.
No.
They just keep going.
You should read all of this.
Yeah, I was going to say identify yourself.
Okay, yeah, we can't scroll back. Okay, good.
Okay, cool.
I'm not...
Interesting.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is funny.
Yeah, so we gotta...
Start typing in that spreadsheet.
Do we have to do all these people?
I was going to say, do we want to just, like, take turns, or, like...
Yeah,
Sure,
we could
let's
just take turns, like, in the
Alright.
dictionary order.
Just to be clear, I don't have a wank rag. Here, we'll just do this, like, top to bottom. So me, Will, Ileana, Lauren.
Okay. Cult of Luna. LMAO.
Are we reading names as we go?
Sure.
You should read the names. The names are funny.
That's true. Thirst victim. Oh, for sure.
Okay, so I guess...
Hostage execution.
Because I already did hostage executioner. Should we try to stick to the names? I don't know how many there are. Yeah, there's Jesse.
I think it'd be nice to stick to the names.
Yeah. Here, we'll just pass off characters to people as they show up, because there's still a few more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure. No, for real. Cutie Fly
Calls of
Luna. Yeah.
Yeah. Calls of Luna. LMAO was meant for Jerry. OFC.
Lauren.
Jesse Hooker. Not much longer.
Yeah, Jesse's the chat MVP.
I mean, I've admitted to far worse things on here.
God, I'm so horny.
Not sure why I'd need to lie about. Not sure why I'd have a need to lie about this one.
Oh my god, literally, who cares?
Well, we skipped Will, so now you're also Turtle Guy, which is funny.
You and me both, Bozo.
Lauren.
Heart's Filthy Lesson. Wait, who's XxXBekyXxX?
You're also Jesse Hooker.
Oh yeah, XxXBekyXxX?
No idea.
Who's Thirst Victim? Heliana. This is horrible.
A new user. Wasn't he a second before?
What the hell? Was anyone informed?
No announcement.
Is this me?
This is going horribly. Okay, we're
Why are
taking
we
it
doing
for
like
reasons.
this?
We're abandoning this
I
gimmick.
have a thing to say.
This is
I have a thing
fucking
to say. I have a thing to say. For reasons I won't get into, Ileana should read all of these.
Okay.
Huh?
What?
Okay.
Are these all of?
From the top.
My
Is
God,
this-
is this a DID email?
Should
I
I
was
be doing
about to say,
different
is
voices
this
for all of
Hope's
them?
system?
You don't have to read. You don't have to read. You don't have to read the names for all of them. But like, let it be known that they all have funny fucking names.
Okay. Here we go. Just to be clear, I don't have a wank rag. Lamau. Oh, for sure. No, for real. Oh, no, for real. Lamau was meant for Jerry, of course. Not much longer. Yeah, Jerry's the champ MVP! I mean, I've admitted to far worse things on here. God, but I'm so horny. Not sure why I'd need to lie about this one. Oh my god, literally, who cares? You and me both, Bozo. Wait, who's XxXBekyXxX? XxXBekyXxX? No idea. A new user. Wasn't here a second before. What the hell? Was anyone informed? No announcement. I know I wasn't. At Jerry, 2010. XxXBekyXxX. Identify yourself within 2 minutes or get banned.
This is the reverse of the scene from Deltarune Chapter 5, where it's too complicated for you to do all the commands on your own, so everyone independently, like, does their own actions. Ileana, that was remarkable. You were very consistent with that.
Oh,
I tried!
dang.
The chat goes silent, everyone seemingly waiting for you to say something before proceeding. This must be a close-knit group. Better say something before they kick you out. Looking for Hope. Is she here?
I should eventually. I'm gonna go back and write all these names and pick voices for them for eventually, because I assume this is a repeat bit, Will.
Kind of.
Oh, fuck me! Who the fuck
Not-
are you? This was meant to be a safe channel, investigating what went wrong. How did she even get in here? Stay calm. Can you get their location, Jerry? LOL. Yeah, sure. That's our Jerry! I'm gonna DM it to anyone interested. Oh boy, now you're in trouble, XxXBekyXxX! Yeah, you're gonna regret, dumbass, the day you decide to spy on us.
Presence through a computer is crazy.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Oh my
Calm
God.
down!
Fuck off!
That one guy brought me here!
Doubtful.
I thought this was where I could meet Hope.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit. Jerry, how are things on your end? Got the info. Nice! You wanna die, asshole? You will die. Wait. You will die. You will die! Die!
Fuck XxXBekyXxX. Neoliberal.
That's on you. That's you, April. You read this one.
That's Bastardo.
Oh, is it? Oh, it is red. Okay, it's the terminal. Bastardo, citizen therefore should he name their monkey into the tough shit.
What's happening?
I'm literally on my way to kill you right now. Yeah, so which one was Thirst Victim? Fuck.
Doesn't matter.
Make him kind of woozy.
Yeah, sorry to inform you, you're about to die. Rip, bitch! You're gonna get your throat slit right here, right now.
A split second after you read the message, you feel someone's arms tightening around your neck. The violent return to reality catches you off guard. A jolt of panic rushes through your brain, paralyzing you momentarily.
Ileana, your
You've
character.
come. Okay, so Will, I was saying this earlier. Is this a Harley Quinn milk or is this a like wispy milk?
Both?
I'm kind of leaning
fuck
orange
me.
again. I'm kind of leaning orange again.
Orange hurts if I do her extended.
Who the fuck do you think I feel?
That was your choice, April.
Okay, so am I good if I just swap between it for funsies when it fits?
Yeah. Dude.
Honestly, she's the type of character that you can do whatever the fuck voice you want at any given moment.
Oh no. Okay. You've come to the wrong chat room, motherfucker.
A ridiculous whisper rings out next to your ear, and the grip under your head gets even tighter. You start struggling, but even with your newfound supernatural strength, you're having trouble breaking out. This isn't the normal human you're dealing with.
Last words?
Your chat room sucks ass.
Hey, that's just rude. But I still laughed.
The hand holding your chin shifts its position slightly.
Don't struggle, or I will break your windpipe. Or my phone. Which would end even worse for you.
Sounds of a camera shutter and a light flash. They just take some selfies with you.
Alright, that's enough fun. I'm letting you go. We can have a talk. Don't do anything stupid, Miss Intruder. Pretty please.
The mysterious assailant loosens their grip on you and gently pushes you away. You quickly turn to take a good look at them.
Let me just finish this.
It's a pale blonde woman in her 20s giving you slightly judgmental looks while rapidly tapping away at a phone screen. First, you notice her outrageous outfit, seemingly thrown together from random thrift store finds. Then you take note of her tattoos, a sprawling tapestry of odd patterns and designs covering every visible part of her body. At first glance, it seems aimless, but it has a consistent sense of style upon closer inspection. Her eyes focus on you for a second.
Give you a scare, huh? Sorry. That's what you get for entering a lady's haven without her permission.
And she's back to her phone. With her relatively small build, it's hard to believe you had trouble overpowering her physically. But then again, nothing is what it seems when it comes to the undead, and even compared to the vampires you've met so far, she comes off as an eccentric, curious presence. She shoots you another glance, noticing you're still cautious of her.
Calm yourself, girl. I won't pull anything like this anymore. It was just it feels stupid saying it out loud. A vibe check.
Awesome dialogue box.
Incredible
April, can I get a read on all three of those, please?
Vibe check. Vibe check. Vibe check. What? That's awesome.
God.
Yeah, I got a glimpse of your vibe on the internet and in a dangerous situation. I'd say I've got a pretty good idea about who you really are. I'm Hope, by the way. If you're here, you're probably heard of me. So I went ahead and skipped the pleasantries. But come to think of it, I might have skipped too many of those.
Yeah, She definitely fits the description you were given by Sophie.
I was gonna do a bit, but I actually
I was
don't
gonna
think
say,
I can do the accent for
I thought you were
it.
going to full Harley Quinn. Your chat room sucks ass.
Your chat room sucks ass was pretty funny, so there's that. Unless you really meant it, in which case, hey, fuck you. Anyway, don't worry about the chat. It was all a game to us. No hard feelings, okay? I'll introduce you properly later.
On the monitor, the chatter continues normally. Your visit is like yesterday's news, no longer relevant to anything.
But, look, if we're gonna talk about you, you should have something to say too. What are you doing here?
About time, she asked. Note to self, she really loves the sound of her own voice. Looking for people to join my coterie.
Coterie? Been there, done that, not interested, unless...
She takes a closer look at you. Her eyes go wide.
Wait. Shit, are you the new Langley plaything?
Words seem to be getting around fast.
Of course you are. It was obvious the second Langley got her hands on a new servant, she'd start building a network. Your omissions tell me that could really come in handy when... But Langley, that's a risky game. This kind of ambition attracts too much attention. Piss off! But then again, fucking Kara.
She seems to be having a spirited argument with herself, only parts of it is audible. Is it just you, or do her facial expressions and body language change a bit between one sentence and the other? Before you make certain it's not just your eyes playing tricks on you, she focuses half of her attention back on you. The other half, of course, is still obsessed with the smartphone.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm not interested in, cooperation, but before I make a decision, I need to make sure you sort of understand me, and that I sort of understand you. And since I was planning to put on a show before you came here, I propose a little game.
Hope absent-mindedly spins a phone in her hand, considering how to put her thoughts into words. Then she approaches a switch on the wall and flicks it. Neon lights flare up, illuminating the room. You take a look around. Oh, hello. The room is certainly unique. It looks like a butcher's room repurposed to be a living space. The modern computer in front of you starkly contrasts the ominous industrial walls. At the back, there is an overwrought bed covered in velvet with meat hooks hanging above it. On top of the bedsheet, you notice what seem to be pieces of elaborate S&M equipment. And a camera. Wait a minute.
We gave me this character.
Okay.
What do you mean we?
We gave me this character.
I would gladly have been Hope.
If
I
the
just
shoe
want to
fits.
point it out.
You want my help? Moderate my cam show.
Cam show? Your eyebrow twitches involuntarily. This is definitely not the kind of request you expected to hear tonight. She notices your confusion.
Take it or leave it, buddy. You just became kindred, but you want to become my partner in crime? Show me you can handle yourself while watching my back in my everyday environment.
She's serious.
The show starts in 10 minutes. If you think yourself better than this, better walk out the door right now.
Bit of a
I
dark
won't hold a
mirror.
grudge. I won't hold a grudge. I've got better things to do.
As if to prove it, she looks at something displayed on her phone and cracks a brief grin. Another reply typed down with absurd speed. Tap, 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 tap.
9 minutes. It's now or never. Show moderator. Risk of violating the masquerade? Hi. Content warnings. Oh, yes. So, do you take the job?
Yeah, why the hell not? You've seen my haircut. Hope brightens up and a smile looks surprisingly sincere.
Excellent. I promise you might find this interesting in more ways than one. All right. Give me a second.
She spends a minute setting up the computer you used before, then urges you to sit down. The explanation of the moderator's functionalities is simple. It boils down to ignoring anyone who doesn't disrupt the chat, banning anyone who does, and kicking anyone who's causing minor trouble. 5 minutes later, she's already online, sitting on a bed in a provocative pose. It's a sex show, isn't it? Her voice, previously hushed, rings out with full force.
How you doing tonight, hopefuls?
You peek at the chat.
You're not worthy, queen! Fucking A! Angel. Hell yeah, time to fuck!
Who's asking me to ignore, kick, or ban? You attempted to try out the kick and ban prompts as soon as possible, but obviously you won't punish someone for a little dirty talk.
Thank you! Tonight's show is quite special. Please welcome our new moderator, XxXBekyXxX. Wow. Oh. Who? Lamau, sorry for sentencing you to death earlier. I don't know.
At least the community here seems to be a bit more welcoming this time. Looks like this place has an established hazing ritual. Or maybe they and Hope came up with one specifically for you. Who knows? You decided to stay silent. Eventually, people stop riffing on you and focus entirely on the star of the show.
Alright, let's start this one with a bang, shall we? I don't think the mic will pick me up making that sound. It begins. Queen! Oh boy, she's gonna do it!
So, this is where the strip show starts. You raise your head, curious about what kind of performance she's going for. First, she opens her mouth and reveals her retractable fangs in front of the camera. Right off the bat, the online audience is treated to the sight of a wholly human set of teeth turning into a monster's maw. The image is both revolting and fascinating. She raises her left wrist for everyone to see, and then bites. The fangs immediately turn her arm into a horrifying, gory mess. It's unclear if she used them to slash a bite, but one thing's for sure, no ordinary human could cause such damage. If an ordinary human suffered such a wound, you'd expect a geyser of blood to appear too. But it doesn't. Hope's technically a corpse, so it's impossible. She flashes a monstrous smile and starts smearing Vitae all over her hand to maximize the impact of the violent image. Then she starts drinking it up. She makes it a point to make the sight as gruesome as possible, looking like a hyena feasting on a corpse. The contrast of her behavior with her look of an Instagram model is stunning. Once she's done, she reveals her wrist to the camera for the last time. She starts making theatrical gestures with her right hand as the wound begins to mend. Shortly after the wound is gone, it's like a magician's trick. Her left hand looks like nothing bad ever happened to it.
Here's an appetizer. First blood to kick off the show.
While you're wondering what the hell is going on, Hope catches a glimpse of your bewildered face and turns into your direction.
How was that for an opening?
You shooting snuff?
Come on, just because it's transgressive violence doesn't mean it's snuff.
A brief moment of awkward silence.
Besides, if I was shooting snuff, I wouldn't mend the wound. If you expected a strip show, yeah, sorry to disappoint. This is more like a live stream digital art. The erotic subtext is there, of course.
You peek at the chat. They're going wild.
She did that? For free? That's just me in the audience. For free? Thank you. I'd love to lick your wrist clean, my fallen angel. Yes, sir. Nothing more arousing than a beautiful woman teetering on the edge of oblivion. A rose petal dancing in the eye of a violent hurricane. Bioeroticism is not the key here. It's vampirism. It's a new frontier, a living art installation. In the early 90s, the Japanese artists kept producing these videotapes of beautiful women committing gory harakiri. Those are an inspiration.
She bares her fangs again in a devious grin.
but I have no interest in auto-destructive or turning myself into a victim. An auto-destruction or turning myself into a victim. This is a celebration of a body I love, not self-inflicted punishment.
I can't believe even the vampires have to say sewer slide, otherwise they get demonetized.
Audience came here to marvel at a beautiful vampire and her awe-inspiring powers. Mending wounds is just one of these powers. The people watching can pay to see more. Oh, and don't worry. The only thing the audience can see and hear are the things I allow them to. We can talk freely. Just remember to moderate the chat, will you?
I risk of violating the masquerade. What a joke. She's blatantly breaching it in front of anonymous viewers. Still speechless, you turn your attention to the screen.
Muy guapo. Why is it all in Spanish? I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Muy guapo. Alright, I'm feeling generous today. Have you planned your next tattoo yet? I'll pay for the next attraction. Looking like a pink marshmallow covered in raspberry sauce. Thirst victim. Just letting you know, you're based. I know. Oh my god,
Oh, Taylor.
Masochist-sama!
Hold on. Wait, what did Thirst Victim say? I'll pay for the next attraction.
They all have such good names. Dick Steele is a highlight for me.
You let the guy vent his excitement. Seems harmless. A special message appears on the chat log claiming somebody has successfully sponsored the first goal of the show. Hope smiles and picks up a bag of blood from underneath the bed. It must have been retrieved from a blood bank. She showcases the label to the camera for everyone to see.
Drink up! Drink up! Drink up! Drink up!
Somebody redeemed the drink water or the drink water reward.
The drink blood reward.
Hope pours all the contents of the bag into her throat. You have no doubt it's real blood, but wonder why the viewers would be so satisfied with something that's so easy to fake.
I keep shaking my leg. It's so warm in here now.
Golly, I wonder why.
Don't worry, it pays well enough.
You don't even bother to tell her that this is not what you are thinking about. Safe to assume she knows.
So, what do you know about the kindred and the internet? Have they told you anything?
While she's waiting for someone to sponsor her next vampiric feat, she decides to start a conversation. Is there a vampire internet?
If you find something that looks like a vampire internet, stay away. See, some of us used to experiment with our secure networks. We tried to build our own information hubs, social networks, everything.
She's still working the phone in one hand while looking for something under the bed with the other. On how many things she can concentrate at one... on how many things can she concentrate at one time, exactly?
And one day, the NSA got in. Turns out elders never really got the hang of proper security practices. Or the sigils they used to smear on the screens didn't exactly work as advertised. Then, of course, all the other three-lettered intelligence agencies in the world got the intel, and a lot of them decided bloodsuckers were the perfect new enemies for our post-9/11 times. The Second Inquisition came into being. Ever heard of it? A lot of our kind died just because they were too present online. Right now, the remains of our old network serve as government honeypots, kept alive to attract fledglings and hunt them down. You post a certain keyword on Twitter or Facebook, you get tagged for investigation. You fit certain patterns, you get tagged for investigation.
I didn't know that ShrekNet was gone in modern nights.
So there's a certain thrill in becoming an online presence without attracting attention from the authorities.
She stretches on the bed.
I hope you're still monitoring the chat.
Of course not. You're as good at dividing your attention as she is. You correct your mistake. Oh, you're not as good at dividing your attention as she is. You correct your mistake and check the recent messages.
Is she talking to somebody? Oh, right. I forgot I have to let it go all the way down first.
Mm-hmm.
Is she talking to somebody? Can't wait for the real thing to start.
The two monitors set up rules. Call of Duty on one screen, drop dead hotness on the second screen. The only woman I don't hate. Hope, more like my favorite hoe.
I need to. Oh my god, how far back do I have to scroll?
It's usually the last thing in the thing that makes you make the
Yeah.
choice.
I love how X uses the Twitter rebrand logo X, so we just got all these like weird like backslashes. Well, I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure. I want to remember her standards for kick. Take it or leave it.
Did she say?
She genuinely didn't give you one.
No, she did.
I was gonna say, she just said monitor it.
Yeah, no, kicking anyone who's causing minor trouble. Ignoring anyone who doesn't disrupt the chat, banning anyone who does, and kicking anyone who's causing minor trouble. It's because it's like, I would absolutely kick Dick Steele, but...
Like, he's gonna pay you big money, though, is the issue.
Oh, wait, his name is Hope Has Crabs and
What you mean?
Gonorrhea. He's a troll.
Yeah, you get rid of Hope Has Crabs. I love Dick Steele.
This kind of nickname only suggests trouble. You get rid of them permanently.
Good job.
I just realized I probably should have kicked the guy key smashing. She's keeping close tabs on you.
Anyway, yeah. When the Nosferatu admitted to Cameron... Is that, like, admitted to?
Oh my god,
or-
no, I think Will mentioned that there are a few script errors in this game. I think we found one of them. I think we're missing a the. A load-bearing the.
Oh, wow.
We love typos. We love typos in the visual novel.
We love our typos! When the Nosferatu admitted to the Camarilla, their network got compromised, the elders went batshit insane. Internet communications became strictly forbidden. There were executions. A lot of people who used social media to secretly contact their mortal families and lovers got offed. That goes without saying. But if you weren't careful, even the most innocent web usage could result in being punished with final death.
Thanks to user Dick Steele, the next goal has just gotten successfully funded.
Big ups to Dick Steele.
Banishing Act! Dehumanize yourself and face the bloodshed!
She raises a hand, 3 fingers up, 2 fingers up, 1 finger up. The countdown ends and she immediately disappears from the screen like a ghost. You can still see her on the bed, but the live feed indicates there is nobody there. When you deeply focus on the digital image, you swear you can make out some unusual glitching where his silhouette should be, but it could very well just be a placebo. That's a high-level obfuscate power, Jesus.
Yup.
You ready for this? 3, 2, 1.
A flash of the camera. The instant she reappears on the screen, she takes a selfie, sticking her tongue out in a provocative manner. The chat room explodes and cheers again. She is their vampire queen. You briefly wonder about her being glued to the screen. Is this the fantasy everyone is here for? A girl showing off cheap magic tricks while lazily browsing her social media? You realize you are way out of your depth here. Meanwhile, Hope decides to continue her lecture.
Those are some wild times, especially in New York. While most of them have no clues to our real nature, a lot of clandestine organizations have classified us as national threats. And since this is where the towers fell, the agencies are very much present around here, looking for easy PR victories. The last SI raid here was just a few years ago, and it's a big one. It stirred up the hornet's nest something fierce. And although it's 2019, NYC is ruled by someone who got embraced before World War fucking II, and the cam as a whole got really spooked and swore off the internet. Of course, they're not dumb and understand that you can't really coexist with modern kind without the internet. It's a gray zone right now, like piracy.
technically frowned upon, but let the one without sin cast the first stone. The SI is a real threat, no joke, but in many senses, the darkest place is right under the candle.
You take another look at the screen.
We want, right, we want blood. How about some bat stuff? Can you do some bat stuff? Can you show us next time? It's been a long, hard day. Please give me a shout out.
A familiar nickname pops up. You give the guy a kick for spamming the chat. The message is deleted so fast, Hope might not have even noticed. A duty carried out well, you're surprised to feel an inkling of pride.
Oh yeah, fun fact about being a vampire? We could sweat and pee if we just exert ourselves really hard. Some of us can even orgasm. We can even cry, but only tears of blood.
We had this conversation last stream.
It's something it's something I always dreamed of doing when I was 14. So romantic. And it drives them crazy.
As proof of her words, a scarlet tear starts running down her face. The chat goes wild. This seems to be exactly the kind of thing they've been waiting for.
I'm not screaming this late at night. An angel that fell down from heaven. Crying, crying, crying. Oh my gosh, she did it again! Beautiful. Hope your tortured soul. Oh, I'm fucked up. I can't read. Hope your tortured soul finds some calm eventually. My man, fuck man over here. Can you imagine USA assembling a blood-sucking squad that would just cruise by the border and suck blood out of any illegal they found? The very thought gives me the biggest bonheur.
It's off topic. It's definitely off topic, but I think that's just a kick, not a ban.
That's a kick, yeah. Kick that shit.
Like, don't get me wrong, I would ban him. But he's not, like, being a troll. He's just, like, disruptive. And kicked.
Just to be clear, you realize what we're doing here is a blatant breach of the masquerade, right? I honestly expected you to leave or inform somebody by now, but you haven't. Have you?
You try to focus on the chat. A familiar nickname is displayed on the screen.
Ban this motherfucker.
Looks like Mr. Masochist needs a longer break. After you ban him, you hear Hope's voice.
Good job handling that guy.
Great. If nothing else works out, seems like you fit the job at the very least.
In any case,
The last goal has just been funded.
it's time for the great finale. This is what you've all been waiting for, right? Yes, queen. Oh, there's another typo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they didn't.
Jerry's
space
not on
it.
his own.
Oh, yeah.
line.
You're right.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Her voice has changed. She gets closer to the camera, letting her face fill the frame with a live feed. Her mesmerizing eyes are focused purely on the viewers. That's gotta be crazy, though. Vampire cam girl being able to mesmerize you through your fucking computer screen?
You wanted blood? Come out into the streets. Claw out your neighbors' throats. Slash their veins and drink up. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Hope's presence becomes absolutely horrifying, and it influences the chat in some incomprehensible ways. Everyone starts typing like they're possessed.
Liberate yourself from the shackles of ordinary mortality. Make
Morality.
them scream. Fuck, I can't read. Feel the warmth of their entrails. Yep.
What the hell is she doing to those people? What have you gotten yourself into?
Transcend your bodies. Release the message of our hope, into the world.
She jerks violently for a second and then falls down on the bed like a marionette that had just had its strings severed. She exhales loudly a few times and laughs. When she does, the room goes dark again.
All right. That's enough.
Instead of continuing, she does something with her phone. The stream ends and the chat instantly becomes dead quiet.
Let me take over.
The atmosphere in the room has completely changed. She's already put herself together and stood up. Now she's walking towards you.
What the fuck just happened? Guess the show's over. Everyone relax and go home.
She's messaging them.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
they're
You're
ads.
right.
No, she
Well,
is them.
no.
Oh, I see.
Oh, and I was already ready to come, bros. Hostage, I swear my father's grave one day I will find you and kick the ever-living shit out of you.
After every line she delivers, she changes her voice. The way she puts her lips together and even the way she moves. You've caught glimpses of her acting this way, but only now have you started to figure it out. Wait a minute, does that mean...
I'm immortal. I'm bored. I'm separated from most vampires in the city by a generational chasm. And I'm so goddamn lonely. The internet used to be my only friend. Years ago, I started researching tulpas, collective unconsciousness, all the mumbo-jumbo at the intersection of psychology and spirituality, and I decided to experiment.
The show was fake.
A few years later, I was an Instagram fashionista, a successful erotic model, a vital part of pop culture commentariat, a viral shit poster, a cryptocurrency expert. All of my internet selves started signal boosting each other, paving the way for new ones. I became a one-woman empire, surrounded by legions of psycho fans.
Is she Miss Scribe? The chat was
Yes.
fake!
Yes, she is. Some may think of it as dissociative identity disorder, but that's bullshit. Everyone has online alter egos they buried. I just resurrected them, gave birth to new ones, and let them crossbreed.
Her constant tapping at the phone, even during the show. Somehow she is capable of impersonating an entire chat room. Now the question is, chat.
I don't
I just want you all to know, you're the one real one.
I hate you.
I don't even have a self that could dissociate or be mentally ill. I'm a host, a living database. I live because I find it fun to be an information conduit, to process trends and support the ones I deem worthy.
There was no masquerade violation. She was showing off her skills all along. She put you into a world of pure fiction the same way she was testing you when she attacked you from the back. Damn, she's good at this. Mulk
Of
David
course,
chat.
you could just. I don't know.
Neither do
don't know if
I.
That's actually a person, so. Of course, you could just ignore what I'm saying and decide I'm just another deranged Malkavian. But hey, annihilation of the self is the only way to survive in the 21st century. If there ever was an era that demanded images of beautiful people, transcending beyond humanity and inspiring others to do the same, it's this one.
Although for now, because of Masquerade, my audience is quite limited. Speaking of, you want to be the star of my next movie?
Sure, why not?
I have a hunch you're just saying that. Still, in a way, this too is transcending beyond self.
But yeah, your test is over. Now the question is, do I want to work with you?
She puts away her phone for the first time since you've met her and gives you a good hard look.
Guess I could give it a shot, yeah. You're not that dumb. You're not that boring. You're kinda cute.
Don't worry, no more modeling jobs. Or no more modding jobs. Mods get attached, and that's always bad news.
Except for you, the one real person in chat.
I'm the one real person in chat.
She grabs your arms and starts leading you out of her room.
I've put you through enough shit. Next time, I'll let you in on a little job I'm doing. Load the streets, you'll see why Sophie told you to contact me.
She leads you through a labyrinth of great corridors. It's a different route than the one that you made your way through. Different route than the one you made your way through in.
What the fuck does that say?
Unconscious diagram of psychic event.
of psychic event.
This city is so much more than what its elites consider real. Stick with me, and I'll guide you to places Camarilla elders couldn't reach in 100 years.
She leads you out of the building, into the back alleys.
Even if someone else rules the streets, we will rule the information highways. This is the power of hope.
She lets out a theatrical laugh and disappears. You don't even notice when she leaves you alone, but you assume everything went as well as it could. A new ally. The power of hope. As you walk off into the night, everything around you feels a little less tangible than it did a few hours ago. The hunger calls to you. The city's skyscrapers, the seemingly never-ending sprawl of the boroughs. It's all a prison. We've read this before.
Yep.
Coaxing, no ordering immortal. I was hoping that I would get a feeding opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get a
I
snack.
am physically tired.
Hey guys,
You
it's
got
time
the hardest
for,
character.
It's time for the dictionary.
No! That was so good.
Elder,
Minty.
a vampire who has experienced at least 2 or more centuries of unlife. Elders are the most active participants in the jihad, the secret self-destructive war waged between the ancient undead. Elder vampires tend to manipulate their lesser kin, using them as pawns in a terrible game, the rules of which defy comprehension. You did a...
Hold on. I need to talk about hope for a second.
Let's break it down.
Okay.
Let's break it down.
Okay.
First of all, so good.
You did an incredible job, babe. I'm so proud
Literally.
of you.
Applause, applause.
I am so fucking sweaty. my chair is like, it's like soft. It's like carpeted. I am dying.
The mark
I
of
need
an
to turn
RP
on the
god.
That's awesome. I love it.
Will, what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Your statements?
Oh, my thoughts, my statements. First of all, Hope is, I think, my single favorite. Other than, I do have an actual favorite character in this trilogy. Hope is my second favorite character in this trilogy.
She's pretty great.
Oh boy.
She's
Such high expectations.
so fucking good.
And you exceed them.
Ooh. Yes, because it's someone other than me doing it, which immediately makes it good.
Oh no.
Here's the deal. On Fridays, you get to do this for us. On Sundays, I now get to do this for you.
Yeah.
You scratch our back. You scratch my back. I scratch yours.
Hold on one second.
I need a drink or a cigarette. I don't know which.
the her whole concept is just so good, just in terms of like modern vampire.
She's so cool. She's
Yeah.
so cool. Oh, that's not where I was expecting that to go.
It was fantastic.
Best Malkavian.
God.
Fuck.
Who doesn't love a child of the moon?
All right. So we are past the 3-hour mark. Do we want to keep going or do we want to call it for the night? I can definitely go until at least 10, but also these evening streams normally end around this time. So what's the energy level for you 3?
I personally am down to rally.
What does that mean?
Continue.
Got it.
I can also continue.
Like, let's
I'm wide
rally,
awake.
girls.
I'm wide awake.
You're walking down the streets towards your haven. In some other town, the sidewalks would be deserted by this time of night. In NYC, there are plenty of passers-by going about their business. It's easy to be paranoid when you're a vampire surrounded by a crowd of humans. The kindred have many enemies, and all those enemies have one trait in common. They're invisible, indistinguishable from normal humanity. Other vampires, I guess I accidentally snoozed my alarm instead of turned it off. They're invisible, indistinguishable from normal humanity. Other vampires, hunters, they all look like people. Is that old man just a tired restaurant worker or a kindred thrall tailing your movements? Are the officers idly waiting in their patrol car ordinary cops or Second Inquisition specialists looking to end undead threats? This kind of thinking leads to madness, but you can't shake the feeling that someone is watching you. It's not the first time you felt like this. Whatever this is, it's probably something you have to take care of. Best case, someone is tailing you. Worst case, you'll be attacked and killed. Unfortunately, being undead has its limitations, and the sun is coming up soon, and you'll be burnt to a crisp if you stay on the streets. You reach your haven and settle in for the day, disconcerted by the idea that somebody might know where you sleep. Well, surely this won't be an
Multiple
issue.
people.
Kaiser knows where you sleep. He said that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I'm
sure Sophie does.
going
Yeah,
to
she's
run
some-
away for 2 seconds. If Sophie shows up on screen, someone else be her for me.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Sophie sub.
As you wake up from your slumber and emerge from your haven for the night, you notice a familiar face on the other side of the street, standing on the corner and looking straight at you. It's Kaiser's lackey, whom you met recently, Jackie. He nods to you, encouraging you to approach. You can tell he's guarded and suspicious after what you made him do last time you met. His hands are outside of his pockets, though. A sign of goodwill?
That's close enough.
Let me guess, this is not a social visit. Kaiser sent you?
Don't say his name out loud, idiot. He takes a look around just to make sure nobody's listening in on your conversation.
Please tell me. I'm noticing there's no space between period and he. I do think that's a typo and is supposed to be the next line of narration.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, he sent me. I'm supposed to give you this.
He produces a crumpled piece of paper from his jacket pocket and hands it to you.
Read it, memorize it, then give it back here.
It's a letter. The paper might just be a page ripped out of a spiral notebook, but the writing on it is exquisitely detailed and deliberate. It reads,
Time to square your debt. Sorry.
Time to square your debt with me. Go to the wine shop at 232 Mulberry Street and ask for the 1821 Special Reserve Donatello Negro Maro. When they tell you they
Hell
don't
yeah.
have it, say you are a Fidel Sava.
oh, fuck.
You are a...
Fedele servitori delle farmacia G.
Those exact fucking words. And make sure you get the G right. You'll get a bottle. Just take it and leave by saying,
Grazie.
don't ask how much it is or anything else. Just walk out. When you have it, come back to Jackie Boy here and let him know.
Will?
You done?
Again?
Oh no, I'm right here. I'm right here. You don't need to tell me twice. Hold on, let me get a little bit more raspy for this guy.
You done? Memorize that shit and hand it over.
Didn't beg your boss for a letter kind of guy. Isn't electronic communication his whole shtick?
Yeah, well, some things are better done the old-fashioned way. You about done with the letter?
You note the phrases and addresses mentioned in the letter, then hand it back to Jackie. He immediately reaches for a lighter and burns the letter, putting out the ashes with his boot.
So yeah, when you do what the boss asks, come back here so I can tell you where to go next. I'll be in that alley over there, so find me when you have the item, whatever it is. I don't know. And the boss made it extra clear that I shouldn't care. So I don't. See ya.
He shuffles away and leaves you to pursue the lead from the letter. Time to pay a visit to Nolita. You arrive at the address mentioned in the note. Not counting local restaurant patrons, the street is almost empty at this time of night. But, curiously, the wine shop is still open. Inside, a small middle-aged woman with curly hair stands behind the counter in front of a wall filled with wine bottles. There's a door at the back of the room with a small table and chair, occupied by a man in a black faux leather jacket with slicked comb-back hair. He's reading the newspaper, but pauses as a little bell rings when you open the door. He takes a sip from a small steaming cup, then gets back to his broadsheet. Ooh.
Lady.
I could take her.
Sure.
Yeah.
Things I
Good
say
evening.
before getting into
How
a
can
street
I
fight.
help you?
Wow, you have got such a big section of wine. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle of 1821, the special reserve at Donatello Negromaro, would you? Sorry, would you?
Why is it always when I'm drinking?
She gives you a curious look.
Let me check.
She seems to be looking through a database on the laptop sitting on the counter. She puts on a polite smile.
I'm afraid we don't have that one at the moment. Sorry.
I'm sure you'll find the bottle for a Fidel Servitore della Farmacia G, right? She raises an eyebrow.
Let me see if we have any in the back.
I like that I made you Italian. The woman
Yeah,
leaves
you
the
did.
counter and goes through the doors in the back. The man by the table puts
infectious.
down his newspaper and takes another sip from the cup, washing it down with a gulp of water from the nearby glass. He tries to hide it, but there's no doubt he's watching you. About a minute passes. So, how's the evening so far? The man looks at you with a smirk, but doesn't answer. The doors to the back of the store open, and the proprietor emerges with a small, unlabeled, squat bottle of crimson liquid. She gives you an apologetic smile.
Oopsie. Sorry for... It was right. Sorry
Yeah.
for taking so
Yeah.
long. Turns out we did have it.
She offers you the bottle. Oh, I'm mixing accents.
Don't we all?
She offers you the bottle, and you reach out to grab it, but she retracts it. It's true, I'm the only not biracial person here.
Yeah.
I make.
You do know what this is, don't you?
I don't like this. She's a nice lady.
You're a Ventru. Continue to be one.
You're right.
Oh shit.
Oh, it doesn't let you. Fascinating.
Intriguing.
Listen, I don't have time for this. I knew the phrase, right? Just hand it over. Something. Oh, sorry.
What the hell?
Sorry,
Another
that's
fun
technically
typo.
not narration.
It is narration, though.
Yeah, I know, but Lauren, you have to
I'll
read it
do
in
it,
her
Lauren.
voice.
Something about the face she makes gives you the impression you blew it. I mean, why wouldn't you?
The woman looks over to the guy at the table and he stands up. You decide there won't be a better time and snatch the bottle from her hands.
Damn.
The man draws a gun from a side holster and you
Damn!
make a run for it. Several more gunmen pour out from the back door. Shots ring out, piercing your undead flesh, but that doesn't slow you down. By the time you make it onto the
mafia.
streets and lose their pursuit, you have a few new bullet holes to patch up. The bottle is thankfully intact. You make your way back to the car cautiously and drive back to your apartment. It takes you some time to find the parking spot, but you finally get out of the car and start looking for Jackie. He's not far from where you parted ways just under 2 hours ago.
Got the goods.
Got it, but it was a hassle.
Oh, boo-hoo. Stick around, I gotta make a call.
He takes a few more steps into a narrow space between 2 buildings and takes out the same high-tech phone you saw him carrying last time.
Hey, boss. Yeah, They have it. Where do I point them to? Okay. Yeah, I'll tell them to go there right away.
He puts the phone back into his pocket and turns back to you.
Willets Point. Half an hour. So you better step on it. See you around.
With only a flippant salute, Jackie starts walking down the street. You make your way back to the car and drive. You had to push the speed limit to make it on time, but you're here. Willets Point is quite a change of scenery. The place is a post-industrial dump, the nearby stadium notwithstanding. You stop your car once you realize that if you go any further down, the potholes will kill your chassis. You step out into one of those gashes in the asphalt, splashing in the ankle-deep water. Kaiser's limo is nowhere to be seen. In fact, the whole place is pretty much deserted, other than the apparent proprietor of a lonely bar, a middle-aged woman who's just looking the place. Proprietor of a lonely bar, a middle-aged woman who's just locking the place up. I didn't even get the option I was going to, but it's too perfect an opportunity to not take advantage of. She's walking to her car, ready to call it the night when you sneak up on her. She's far too tired to resist your strong hold and swift bite. You can taste the caffeine in her veins, the smell the cheap cigarettes in her hair, the old cooking grease in her clothes. She passes out. Your assault, the closing note of a long day at work. You let her down gently and feel a pang of remorse. You pick up the car keys she dropped and place. You picked up the car keys she dropped and place her in the driver's seat. She'll find an explanation for passing out like this for sure. Well, glad to see that we could drink that. The bright lights.
It's the caffeine for sure, just to be clear.
Oh, good to know.
Almost certainly.
The bright lights of a car pulling over down the road illuminate you as you close the door. It's a black limo. Kaiser is finally here, it would seem. Same as last time, the car door opens, but nobody comes out. You know the drill. This time, Kaiser is visible when you look inside. You sit down and close the door behind you. Yeah, so it seems like the blood spatters on the corners of the screen stopped being there, and it just became like a haze. And I had assumed, like, oh, I guess we're fine and we aren't hungry because I'm not seeing the blood splatters anywhere, so I was kind of ignoring feeding opportunities.
Yeah. And so you learn.
Heard there was a shootout at Mulberry. I told you to stick to the fucking script, didn't I? You have the bottle? Give it here.
You hand the bottle over to the Nosferatu. He uncorks it gently, takes a whiff, and puts the cork back in.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Good. I was ready to fuck you up real bad if you didn't deliver the goods, but I see you're not totally useless. Here's Langley's precious address.
He passes you an envelope with what feels like a thick thick card inside. Thank you, Mr. Kaiser.
Yeah, I'll send Jackie over if I need anything else from you. How about that? Time for you to get out. Now.
He waves you out of the car with the envelope in hand. You get out, back onto the torn asphalt and decrepit surroundings. The limo slowly drives away. Finally, you can return to Sophie and bring her what she wanted. Gregory lets you in. You hear a shrill, unpleasant laugh, and you realize Sophie's having a guest over. He's the man from Elysium, the one with the glasses and good taste in suits. You didn't have the chance to talk to him the last time you saw him.
XxXBekyXxX. So good to see you. Tell me, did the two of you previously meet?
The man does not wait for an answer. He approaches you with an energetic, almost dance-like step and puts out his hand.
I can speak up.
I was going to say Will hasn't been someone in a minute.
I haven't been someone in a minute, but for reasons based purely on voice print, Lauren should be this guy.
Oh, got it.
Oh,
Interesting.
I am very particular about Thomas Arturo.
Thomas Arturo. I've heard about you. Pleasure.
Thomas is a great source of gossip and an excellent conversationalist.
I also have the prince's ear, which is the primary reason dear Miss Langley wished to speak to me tonight. Good gossip, even coming from me, isn't nearly as valued. Sad.
Sophie is taken aback by the man's direct comment, but smiles politely. The awkward atmosphere is broken again by the guest's grating laugh.
I kid, of course I kid. Well, I was about to leave anyway, so I'll leave you two to it. Good night, Sophie. XxXBekyXxX. Reggie boy.
Sophie's driver opens the door for Arturo, and the guest steps out with a single wave of the hand towards his host and you. The doors close. He's quite the character, isn't he?
Yes. Quite. But he has his uses. Thomas has clout in court and access to many juicy details on everyone from the prince to the lowliest primogen. It's useful to have him on your side, even if his eccentricity requires some patience. Speaking of patience, you have been putting mine to the test lately. Did you manage to contact Kaiser and acquire what I asked for?
Yes, I have, but the data you offered was old news to him. I had to do another job for him before he would give me the card. She retrieves the envelope from you.
I'm sure he did. I do hope it wasn't too much of an inconvenience.
The worst thing about the entire operation, Kaiser's just a huge prick. She chuckles.
Why do you think I wanted you to deal with him? I appreciate your sacrifice. I really do.
She opens the envelope and looks at the card. You notice the same lettering you saw in Kaiser's note from before, but can't see the details. Her eyes widen.
Yes, excellent. I need to call in some favors. I will likely be busy for the next few nights. You have my permission to show some initiative, my dear charge. I will contact you soon.
With that, Sophie ushers you outside, and you are left to do with the rest of the night's hours as you like. Who the fuck is that? Okay, so that it's unrelated. You feel someone keeps telling you time to confront your suspicions, so we have half a night left to go.
Paranoia subplot.
I kind of wanted to double up on, oh god, I'm forgetting her name. Not Keela.
Double up on
Tamika.
Tamika. Yeah.
Tamika, that's what it was. I knew there was like a hard I in it or something. Yeah, because like we barely got any of her in her first run.
Yeah.
Upon returning to your haven, you find a small scrap of paper lying on your window sill. Need a favor if you're still up for it. Come meet me in Prospect. Tam.
She's short, sweet, to the point.
Once again, you cross the gate of Prospect Park and head straight for where you last saw the feral duo. Minutes pass. Finding no signs of Tamika, you begin to worry that something might have happened to her. Suddenly you hear rustling coming from the nearby bushes, and it's not the stray cat kind of rustling either. Hey, you in the bushes! You know I can hear you, right? The rustling stops, if only for a second. Suddenly, the bushes part and Raoul walks out, desperately trying to look confident.
Yeah, that's only because I wanted you to. Listen, I wanted to have a word before Tam gets here.
Dude's awesome.
She seems to like you, for whatever strange reason, but the way I see it, you're a nuisance at best. At worst, you're a threat.
Just give it some time. You'll warm up to me yet.
That whole suave asshole routine might work on your dipshit cami friends, but I'm not impressed. Tamika is my sister in every sense of the word that counts. Anything happens to her that I find even remotely your fault, I'm coming after you. Is that clear?
Crystal, now get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah. Just want to make sure we understand each other. What I'm saying is, if anything happens to Tamika, I'm holding you accountable.
All of a sudden, the sound of footsteps reach your ears. It's just faint enough to not be ostentatious, but still loud enough to hear. You can tell that whoever's approaching wants to make that presence known. Both you and Raoul turn around just in time to see Tamika emerge from behind an old sycamore tree. It's hard to tell just how long she's been listening in on your conversation. In any case, she walks up and speaks, addressing no one in particular.
Did I miss anything?
Your brother's worried about you. He seems to think I'm a bad influence.
Ah.
In an instant, her voice goes from mockingly sweet to stern and unyielding. Her next words sound like a challenge.
Is that true, Raoul? You think I can't take care of myself?
God damn it, Cam. That's not what this is about, and you know it.
I know, big brother. You meant well. You always mean well.
Ugh, screw it. Why do I even bother?
And with that, Raoul takes his leave. Tamika waits in silence, just long enough to make sure he can no longer hear her, and addresses you.
I have a favor to ask. Ooh.
Okay, what is it?
I have an errand to run. I was hoping you'd come with me. There's a place east of here. It's a short walk. We should be back in about 2, maybe 3 hours.
3 hours, huh? You call that a short walk?
Sorry, I'm used to much longer distances than that. I forgot not everyone is. You think you can handle it?
I meant to click, should I expect any trouble, but my mouse went a little down. Sure, we can go now if you're ready.
Well, alright.
And so, you head towards the parking lot, accompanied by Tamika and a lot of unanswered questions. Following
On a little
Tamika's
hike.
directions, you finally arrive at the Evergreen Cemetery, one of the oldest burying grounds in Brooklyn. You enter through the southwestern gate and follow your companion through the sea of tombstones. It's a nice enough place, as far as graveyards go, much less homogenized than the usual flat field littered with identical markers. Tamika confidently presses on, swerving and weaving along a pre-programmed path. It's clear that she's been here more than a few times. Finally, she makes a sharp left and takes a few more steps down a gravelly walkway, coming to a sudden stop in front of a modest headstone. The inscription reads, Luca Santiago, beloved sister and daughter, born 1991, taken from us too soon. With her eyes fixed on the gravesite, she lets out an absent-minded utterance.
I need a moment alone. Not long, 5 minutes at the most.
You look around in search of a good spot to wait for her and pass the time. At the far end of a nearby lawn, you notice a lone bench situated under a weeping willow. Suddenly you hear voices, distant but slowly approaching. Judging by the tone and timbre, you're guessing it's a couple of teenagers out to get their late-night kicks amongst the dearly departed. Might be a good chance to feed. Then again, you could just pass the time by walking around the area. It's actually quite nice in a dark and somber kind of way. Feeding opportunity, teenagers. 1 second. I think I accidentally bumped my ears when putting in my earrings.
No.
No, my ears hurt.
Your ears.
Are they recently pierced?
No, they've been pierced for years.
No.
I just sometimes accidentally fuck up putting them in.
Oh.
I need to get back to wearing studs regularly.
Ooh.
You do.
Because, like, I probably need to feed more, but I don't know if I can feed on teenagers. I feel like they don't fit any of my criteria. Because
The
I
fact
can't.
that there's multiple of them would immediately put me off personally. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, we are a Ventru.
Just tell the rest of them to fuck off.
Take your time. I think I'll go grab myself a drink.
Just do it quietly. I don't want any trouble. Not here.
You leave Tamika alone and follow the voices. Soon enough, you come upon a couple in their late teens. Judging by the thick eyeliner in their clothes, consisting mostly of black leather and lace, you venture a guess that they'd love nothing more than to meet an actual vampire. You're happy to oblige as you emerge from the shadows. You can feel your all intensified. Now, I think that's technically proper grammar. The boy and the girl watch you, completely awestruck, waiting for you to approach. The slightest gesture is enough to shoo the boy away. He sits on a nearby bench and watches, completely enamored as your lips press against the girl's neck. It's a weird sensation to feel actual, honest-to-God pride in a victim's blood, but here you are. She's glad to have been chosen in this way. You take one look at the boy's dark brown eyes to realize he's hoping for your attention too. Something about him doesn't feel right to you, though. Instead, you decide it's a good idea for both of them to forget about the whole affair. Grabbing their attention, you focus your newly refreshed blood and will their minds to erase the last few minutes. Finally, you get back to the tree and find Tamika sitting on the bench. Without a word, you sit next to her. You look over to her, doing your best not to stare. She looks down, crossing her arms and putting her hands on her shoulders. In an instant, the ferocious savage disappears, replaced by a vulnerable young woman.
I'm done.
You feel like Sharon?
No. But I guess I owe you an explanation.
She looks away. You can tell she's struggling to open up to you, so you remain silent, trying not to make her uncomfortable.
I was embraced not too far from here, in this cemetery. A fitting spot, I suppose. It was close to a decade ago. I'd been on the road for a couple years at that point, hitchhiking from one town to another. New York was supposed to be just another stop. And then I met Jezebel. She was strong, smart, independent, seemed like someone I could trust, someone I could get close to. She never made me feel inadequate or ashamed, and she could hold her own in a fistfight too. Funny thing though, she only wanted to meet during nighttime. I didn't think much of it, even came up with excuses for her. Busy, eccentric, whatever worked. Until one night, she sank her teeth into my neck.
A fighter, a lover, an undead abomination. She sounds like quite a gal.
She was. Honestly, I learned more about her after she was gone. She was the real deal, an old school gangrel, a veteran of the Battle of New York.
I'm sorry, saying an old school gangrel referring to someone who participated in an event from 1999 feels like calling like a 31-year-old a MILF.
God. Too much to get into.
Or like a mature woman. She looks away and grows reticent for a brief moment.
Anyway. She left soon after turning me. I think the conclave of Prague really shook her up.
Seems like you're trying to justify her actions.
I'm trying to understand. After the Anarchs were expelled from the Camarilla, I guess she felt betrayed. I know I would. She had fought and killed for the Camarilla, only to have them stab her in the back. But yeah, even though I still had Raul and Luca, I was still furious and terrified. Luca died a few years later. Operation Lights Out, they called it. It was a coordinated assault by the Second Inquisition, a genocide by any other name. Her family got together, bought up a plot and buried an empty casket. I guess they wanted some closure, can't fault them for that. Even though she's not really here, I like to come and visit from time to time. It reminds me of who I am, keeps me in check, keeps the beast at bay. Also, this being the place of my embrace, you have to appreciate that level of irony.
She straightens up and looks at you as if something just occurred to her.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me. One minute I'm all grunts and stares, the next I'm giving you my biography. I guess I'm just tired of being scared, alone.
You're looking for a place to belong.
In all the wrong places, it seems. At this point, I'm just looking for something to believe in. Someone I could give a damn about.
You'll always have Raoul. She smiles sadly.
Will I? Don't get me wrong, Raoul is my brother. The bond between us is not easily broken. But he's got ideas and ambitions of his own. He won't always be there to watch my back. I can't expect that of him.
You open your mouth, but before you can make a sound, Tamika motions at you to keep quiet. She lifts her head and sniffs the air. Her ears perk up and her eyes widen. Suddenly, she pushes you with all of her strength, sending you flying off the bench. Before you even hit the ground, an immense shape flies into view and smashes down into the bench, splintering it into pieces. With the blood surging through your veins, you pounce onto your feet and look at the mass of fur and muscles that just nearly pulverized you. The creature rears its head and gives you a deranged stare. It then turns to Tamika. She seems utterly terrified, frozen in place as if she literally just saw a ghost.
Please.
You notice the creature
Lauren,
shift
you
its
asked
weight
for it.
as if it's preparing to pounce. Feeling your body strengthen with inhuman resilience, you jump in front of the beastly assailant, breaking the force of his attack. Still, the sheer weight of the creature slams you onto the ground. If it wasn't for your supernatural endurance, you're pretty sure your spine would turn to powder. Suddenly, the beast lets out a pained roar. In a flash of consciousness, you see Tamika hunched atop the monster's shoulders, her claws plunged into its eye sockets. Floundering like a fish out of water, the monster finally manages to shake the feral Valkyrie off his back. The creature then turns to you. For a second or two, it moves its mouth awkwardly, as if trying to remember how to form words. I get on it. Unless you want me to, because I could also just do monster voice again, because he's literally like
I'll do.
wolfing out.
Stay my ground!
The creature runs off towards a nearby clearing, where all of a sudden a gunshot sends it tumbling to the ground. A group of well-armed men in body armor emerge from the shadows in an orderly formation and move in closer around the creature. With your ego sufficiently wounded, you decide to stand your ground. It's one thing to get messed up by some supernatural monstrosity, but these look like ordinary mortals. Still, whoever they are, they seem to know what they're doing. You wipe the blood off your nose and steel yourself for what's to come. All of a sudden, Tamika grabs you by the arm.
No, there's too many of them. Come on.
Deferring to her judgment, you promptly follow her behind a nearby bush. Luckily, the men don't appear to have spotted you. From the relative safety of the thick foliage, you watch in silence as the group of armed men subdue the creature using steel nets and cattle prods. The corner of your eye, you catch Tamika looking away, as if she finds the whole spectacle somehow distasteful. She speaks under her breath, her voice shaking.
We get out of here.
You see no reason to object. The walk back turns out to be a quiet and somber experience. You both walk in silence. The city, a blur of lights and cars, careening by. You look over to Tamika. She seems lost in her thoughts. Finally, you decide to break the silence. You gonna be alright? That thing back there really spooked you.
I don't know.
She catches herself and quickly attempts to hide her vulnerability.
Yeah, I think so. It's just that I've always heard stories about the scarred one. I never thought I'd actually run into him.
The scarred one?
That's the only name he's known by. He's a cautionary tale about young Gangrel. He's what happens when you let the beast take over. I always figured him to be more of a metaphor. Seeing him in real life, it's like if a Christian just happened to run into Judas Iscariot one day. Fucking Bible lore knower over here.
I'm sorry, Laura. Do you want to give that one another shot?
Iscariot.
Judas Iscariot.
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 I like Iscariot. Iscariot's cool, but it's
Iscariot.
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 Just happened to run into Judas Iscariot one day. And seeing him hunted down by the SI, I don't know what to think. Don't even know where to start thinking.
Deciding to give us some space, you spend the rest of the walk in silence. Soon enough, the familiar tree line of Prospect Park comes into view. You stop by the entrance nearest to Tamika's Haven. She keeps walking without so much as a word or a glance in your direction. She stops after several paces and turns back towards you.
I'm sorry. Thank you for coming with me, but now I have a lot of shit to figure out. Once I do, I'll let you know.
And with that, she disappears among the trees. Seeing no point in sticking around, you take your leave. I don't think we have... We don't have a... No dictionary!
We can
We're so
pause it.
sorted. Yeah, this is a good spot. Good spot.
It always feels like somebody's watching me. Demonetized.
But I'm gonna click the rest button, go to tomorrow.
Sleepy time.
I hope I see the scary black tendrils. Oh!
No.
Big
Oh, who's this, sir?
Fuck.
Sorry, no, it's the dude.
There's a sleazy
guy?
reporter from a gossip magazine sniffing around Sophie's Haven.
Oh god.
Oh god, I'm not going
But
to
no.
lie. I want to help mommy, but also like
See, this is the thing about this game, is that there's these 4 unique NPCs that have like interesting quest lines going on, and then also there's this other stuff that keeps distracting you.
Shit keeps happening.
dude, I hate it when things occur. I hate it when things occur and events happen.
When stuff
I love
happens.
that this game has been mostly pretty put together, and then there was something about this stream. It's like all of the typos now.
Yeah, it's
Well,
all
it's
the it's all the
basically
Well,
sides.
because Ileana, you know what
It's
happened?
just-
It's because we've exited like the prologue section where everything is predetermined functionally, where they did most of their checking.
It's crazy though, because it's like if they just like 100%ed it, like they would have found that. Like there's only so much linearity.
Mm-hmm.
And let me be clear, my opinion that this is the worst of the 3 is expressly my opinion. Some people really like this one because it is the one with the most choices to make.
Honestly,
Um,
it's a pretty good
I am
time.
enjoying it more than I expected. It's really
I'm getting a
fun.
fucking kick out of it.
The other 2 are much more linear.
Interesting.
But the stories of the other 2 are much tighter, in my opinion.
That makes sense.
Because of that.
Well, it's late, and I'm not
Intriguing.
seeing any of my people live to raid at the moment. So we might just call it here. Or, well, I mean, we're calling it anyways, but I mean, like, no raid.
Apologies for your algorithm.
You're my only
My
person. Raid yourself and
algorithm.
keep streaming. Turtle does deserve us to stream for another 4 hours. She had a hard time today.
Oh,
Golly, though. Wait a second. What's this? That's so funny. I forgot. I just realized I never removed when Hannah wrote out the notes for Tate and Liza. I made an asset for them to show chat of how complicated the notes for our Tate and Liza fight were. And I just realized it's
oh my
still
god,
here.
what is that?
It's still here on my face cam thing. Let me just delete that. There we go.
That's amazing.
Why is it so long?
But anywho, oh wait,
Info.
hold on a second. Oh wait, Dragabond. I mean, Dragabond is streaming Spore with no mic, but fuck it, I can at least send people over there.
Yeah.
Raid. VV. Dragabond. VV. For you
Vagabonds,
see,
the critically acclaimed
rating your friends is like the streamer equivalent of spending your 2 limited vampire evening time slots to go and deepen your relationships with your pseudo coterie, your pseudotery. If
Oh,
you
now
will.
I understand it.
The spreadsheet has gotten double the size, by the way.
I'm
I'm gonna have to make a
I'm
second
surprised-
spreadsheet.
I'm
for-
surprised
this-
only double.
Oh.
The spreadsheet expanding has been very, very fun to watch throughout this time. I do feel for the poor chat onlyers that haven't seen this wonderful spreadsheet expand.
Here, we'll get a screenshot of it and post it in neat stuff. But anyways, folks, the raid bar is a ticking down. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, my wife. It has been such a joy getting to get your asses in here. We shouldn't have any distractions next Sunday, so we should immediately dive right back into the marvelous misadventures of XxXBekyXxX, the name her mother gave her. Until then, though, I have been April. She has been May. They have been them. You have all been incredible. And I will catch you all in the next one. Sending out raid. Have a good night, folks.
Wow.
And ending stream.